We are live at Robert Fife Stadium here in Jackson Township for the Jackson Polar Bears to take on the Akron East Dragons. We'll join the Jackson Band in for the national anthem. After the alma mater.
sponsor, C.H. Valos and Associates, 1302 South Main Street, North Canton. They do home, auto, life insurance. Call them 330-494-2776. It's about game time here, folks. I'm here with, you're talking to Jeff Tyler, and I'm here with Coach Drew Sarakny.
Hey, Jeff. Excited to get a new high school football season started. Like you said, we're here at Robert Fife Stadium in Jackson Township for the Jackson Polar Bears taking on the Akron East Dragons. Coach Jay Rohr in his first game as head coach of the Polar Bears. Former standout player for the Polar Bears, standout player at the University of Akron. So it appears that we're going to get started here in about 2 minutes. Decent crowd starting to file in. A little warm outside, a little warmer than it has been the past couple days. But I'm looking for an exciting game here. Akron East has been really good over the past couple of years with Coach Hayes over there. Jackson obviously graduated a lot of players off of last year's team. Coach Rohr coming in to take over for Tim Budd. And Jackson will kick off to Akron East to start the game.
Yeah, Drew, you talk about Jackson graduating a lot of kids. They still have 10 seniors back on this club of 41 seniors on a club of 98. Very large team. Akron East is very young. They got 42 players and 10 seniors, and many of them were lettermen last year. So they may be young, but they definitely have some experience. Drew, we got a chance to see them in the 7-on-7 that we hosted. And Akron East definitely has some talent, some D1 talent, especially in that DV area.
Jackson kicks it off short. Kickoff goes out of bounds. East will start. Appears to be at the 20. An East player touched the ball.
Yeah, it looked like that was going to go out of bounds, Drew, but the player touched it. Akron East first down on the 20.
Jackson plays a 3-3 stack defense with a lot of linebackers and safety type kids on the field. Akron East got a lot of speed. They're going to try to spread them out, I think. Although they like to be physical, established to run a little bit. One player to watch for Akron East is number 6, wide receiver Ronan Kelly is a deep back, deep threat.
And we're off. We got the snap. Little jet sweep. Number 2 to the 30, 35. Got a first down, first play on a little jet sweep. Akron East first down on their own 35.
Yeah, they ran the jet sweep on the first play, trying to use their speed, get out on the edge towards Jackson's sideline there. So they're going to pick up a first down, and here we go again.
Got a single back. We got 3 wide, 2 at the top. We'll see what happens here. Fumble. Quarterback fell on it. Still East ball. Looked like an okay snap, Drew. He just was looking upfield already. He wasn't really ready to handle that.
Yeah, a little week 1 jitters maybe. Dropped the ball there.
Looking at second down, 16, under 29. Looks like they're taking their time here with East getting.
Yeah, a little trouble with communication for East here. They're going with the three wide receiver, 2-back set again.
Fullback. Delay, 7. Number 7 to the 39.
Zaire Stevens on the carry for Akron East there. Number 7 with a quick little burst, getting the fumble yardage back and then some. So they're going to be looking at 3rd and 6.
Yeah, they came out in a 2-back set there, had the fullback, little delay. Nice run there. Looks like they're trying to spread them out a little bit.
East really taking their time breaking the huddles.
Three wide again, player in motion. Off tackle, bounces it out. Getting a few yards. Looks a little short of the first down, the 44-yard line.
Number 7, Zaire Stevens with another good carry there. He's got some burst to him. Jackson defense is going to have to get downhill a little bit faster at linebacker there, or they're going to have those big gains all day. Like you said, it's going to bring up 4th and short.
Oh, looks like they gave him the first down.
Now the officials decide first down. They don't want a long game here tonight in Jackson. They don't want any measurements. So it's going to be first down and 10 from East's own 45-yard line, putting together a nice little starting drive here against Jackson.
9:45 on the clock. Oh, little play action, going deep, over top, 50-50 ball. Nope, just overthrew him a hair.
Yep, quarterback Justin Cox on the overthrow there a little bit. I think that was just a straight go from the get-go. Tried to take a deep shot on first down.
I don't know. It looked like the receiver was kind of looking for the ball, wasn't running there. I think he could have got underneath that one.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, we saw this Justin Cox over at the 7-on-7, and he was throwing some serious dimes over there. So he's definitely a player to watch today. We're looking at 2nd and 10 on their own 45 for East. No score here in the first. Oh, another fumble. Another drop. Running back picked it up. Justin Cox mishandled another snap. Looked a little bit low, but he mishandled it. Running back fell on it. 3rd and 15, ball on the 40.
Yeah, decision time for East here. Do you try to get aggressive, pick up the first down? You're at midfield. Do you play field position? Let's see what Coach Hayes decides to do here.
I think maybe they might want to try to go over top again, maybe something big, pick it up, or punt. We'll see.
Yeah, like we said right before the game, number 6 Ronan Kelly is their big threat at receiver. And now they're going to take a timeout. Timeout East.
Timeout at 3rd and 15 under 40. It looks like we got about 8:56 left in the first. Definitely looked like some first week jitters there for Akron East.
Yeah, a couple drop snaps. You know, it's usually one thing or the other the first week of the season on offense. It's either a great drive where you're moving the ball, or it's a drive that you're making mistakes and penalties. And like you said, East has some young kids out there. So Coach probably before this big down here wants to just get them together, make sure communication's all right. Communication's been tough a couple times getting in and out of the huddle, getting lined up so far. It's almost been tough for us to see what they're lining up in because they're lining up so slow. But, you know, we'll see what Coach dials up here. 3rd and 15. Jackson really hasn't showed many blitzes. I'm not sure, you know, to this point if a screen's going to work. Maybe just a quick pass, get into one of their athletes' hands and try to make it happen. So they're going to come off the sideline with a 4 wide receiver set. We're going to have trips to the right, single receiver to the left. And quarterback Justin Cox is going to try to pick up a first down on 3rd and 15.
Drops back, nobody. Broken pocket, he takes off, tackled. Got him down here at the 43-yard line. Looks like 4th and probably 16 on their own 42. Looks like sending the punting unit out here.
Yep, 4th down. Going to set up to punt here.
Now, Drew, do you think? I mean, it looks like Akron is definitely taking their time getting into their sets, but you know, is that a sign of maybe even though they're young, a little bit of maturity that they are not rushing? They're just trying to settle in and.
Yeah, it can be. I mean, you want to make sure communication's clear because that's when big mistakes can happen.
All right, pretty good punt here. Down to Jackson 15, and he downs it on Jackson's 16-yard line here.
All right, Jackson offense will get their first crack on it. Led by number 15, quarterback Ethan Lesko.
Yeah, I had a chance to talk to some of the Jackson coaches before the game, and he was definitely a player to watch for them. Definitely a good athlete, good arm. We'll see what he can come up with here. Got Coach Bo Butterson coming over from Glen Oak, calling the plays this year.
Yeah, it's the offensive coordinator. Jackson's going to start in a 4 wide receiver set.
Man in motion. Got a handoff, and he is swarmed. Looks like a loss of 2 or 3.
Yeah, Akron East defense all over that handoff out of the spread there.
2nd down. Ball on the 14.
Looks like they're subbing running back out, bringing in another wide receiver here.
Definitely have some talent at the wide receiver level. We got 4 wide and a tight end. Tight end is one to look for, 6'6". Man in motion. Little quick screen to the right, and it's swallowed up as well. Oh, he's still fighting. Tackled at the 15, 16-yard line.
Yeah, that Akron East defense has a lot of speed. It's going to be tough to go side to side on them unless they get some vertical game going or something in the run game. It's going to bring up 3rd and long for Jackson. Looking at 3rd and 12 on their first drive of the game. Let's see if quarterback Ethan Lesko can pick up the first down.
It's going to be interesting to see, from talking to Jackson coaches, their strength is throwing the ball with those good tight end and good receivers, but you're going against some D1 talent over there on the other side.
Yes,
so
definitely
strength
some
against
athletes.
strength. We're going to see who can make this work. Drops back. Nothing. Broken packet. Rolling out. Oh, he just threw it up. He got some. 21 to the 30. 32-yard line fighting. Good play there.
Great job by Lesko to find wide receiver Kyle Benson for the catch. Picked up about 20 yards and a first down for Jackson.
That was just a heads-up play there. He kept his eyes downfield, didn't look down. Thought about running for a minute, but had somebody wide open over the middle there. So great play there. That's a first down for the Polar Bears. 1st and 10 on their own 33 here with 6:28 left. We got 2 wide, single back. Man in motion. Running back number 24. Gets a carry to the 40, 42, fighting. Oh, we heard about him before today. He's a stud. Number 24, Jason DeVude. He is powerful. He ran through 3-4 guys right there.
Yeah, big, strong kid getting downhill, taking some licks there, but enough churn out. 11 yards on first down for another Jackson first down.
Ball on a 44. It's like Jackson's mixing it up a little bit with their sets. They got 4 wide, 3 on the right, single back. Got a quick handoff. Oh, he cuts it back. Got about 2-3 yards. DeVude again. I would guess they're going to, like you said, Drew, they're going to probably have a healthy diet of getting him the ball to open up that pass game.
Yeah, they're going to have to get the running game going, run right. The best thing to do against speed is run right at it. You try to run side to side, they're going to chase you down. You try to go deep. They usually have a tendency to be able to stick with you. So Jackson comes out again now with a 2-back set with a tight end in the game. Let's see if they try to run the ball here.
Oh, we got a flag, early flag. Ball start, looks like.
Looks like one of the Jackson wide receivers lined up off sides. Usually first game of the year, those officials give them a little warning, say scoot back a little bit, but they're not having it tonight. They must be strictly business.
I was waiting for the false start call, and he went offsides. So we're looking at 2nd and 11 on their own 43-yard line. No score. Got 2 backs, 2 wideouts. Oh, he jumped offsides there, but he got back. No call.
Jackson will reset. Looks like they were just trying to draw them off sides, see what they're lining up in, and we'll get another play here from the sideline.
See what Lesko can draw up here. Another, looks like timeout Jackson.
Timeout Jackson. Coach isn't happy down there, Coach Jay Rohr. He's barking at his guys a little bit, maybe some miscommunication. Hate to burn that early timeout. But what looked like is a drive that wasn't going to be a great opening drive for Jackson. They picked it up on the 3rd and long. Then they rip off a first down run for about 11 yards, then get another first down. So now they've got 2nd and long after the penalty, 2nd and 12. So we'll see what they can muster up to keep this drive going. Like we said, this is the first game for head coach Jay Rohr. He's been on the staff for a number of years now, former Jackson standout. So I'm sure everyone here would love nothing more to give him his first win as a head coach.
All right, Jackson comes out from the timeout here. 2nd and 12, ball on the 43. We got 3 wide, 2 on the left, 1. We got single back. Man in motion. Fake handoff, a little play action. Throw down the middle. Oh, broken up.
Great breakup by the free safety, Daryl Mitchell there. He was all over it. His eyes were not in the backfield. He had his eyeing up his keys at receiver, and Jackson's frankly lucky that wasn't intercepted.
Yeah, that could have been close. He could have jumped that route, but it looked like everybody was just kind of staying home with their guy there. 3rd and 12 here in the 43. 5 minutes left. Jackson's taking their time getting the play call in. Want to get this right. Big 3rd down here, especially after burning the timeout. You want to be able to move the chains here. 3 wide again, 2 backs. Man in motion. Little play action. Throw over top. Got nobody. Out of bounds.
Yeah, the East defenders there were looking for the deep pass there on 3rd and long. Corner was all over it. Pass was intended for number 4, Kyle Andrews there. Ran a decent route, but just ball was too far out of bounds. Lesko might have just been throwing that away there.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's probably a good throwaway at that point. I think he was double covered there.
So Jackson punting unit comes out.
So we got 4th and 12, Jackson's 43, punt unit on the field. Punt is away, pretty decent one. Just rolling to the 15, 14, down to the 10. And Akron East will bring the offense on, and we'll do it again.
Yeah, not really a real exciting drive for either team on their first drive. So now Akron East will get the ball back. Both teams were able to put together a first down or two, but kind of stalled with some penalties and mishaps on both sides.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of conservative, play on both sides, getting their kids out there, get the first game jitters out.
Yeah, it's tough week 1. A lot of these coaches don't like to show a lot of the things that they're going to do during the season, during scrimmages. So you're kind of just feeling out your opponent. The first 2 drives of the game, maybe you try to hit a big play and go from there. But a lot of it's just figuring out your opponent, see what they're doing on defense, and see what you can exploit going on for the rest of the game. I liked what Jackson was trying to do after the first series. They tried to go side to side on him at first. Not going to happen against that East speed. Then they started running the ball downhill, grinding out some first downs, had a pass on 3rd down that was nice, kind of sitting in the zone there before they threw a couple passes incomplete to end the drive. But like we said, East is going to take over now on first down with 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go now in the first quarter, and see if they can put a drive together here.
East ball on their own 11-yard line here.
Got to be careful down here with 2 drop snaps already.
Clean snap, handoff. Oh, great play. Jackson broke that up. They're ball on the 1-yard, the 6-yard line now. Number 1, Caden Edwards Keegan Malloy on the play there. Great, stepped up and filled the lane and closed it out there. He had a little bit of room to run if he got around him, so heck of a play there. 2nd and 12, ball on the 9-yard line for Akron East, and they're all whites. Kind of look like the Buckeyes out there with their silver helmets, all whites with red letters.
Yeah, they do have some nice sparkly helmets, just like the Buckeyes there.
We've got 3 wide, 2 backs, 2 at the top. Quick out pass. Oh, and he dropped it. Had him open. Luther Harrison looks like number 3 was open. Didn't have much room to run after that, but he could have picked up 2 or 3 there had he caught it. Who knows? He could have made somebody miss. But quick out pass there. We are looking at 3rd and 12 now on their own 9. Pretty key play here. This could definitely.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Got to be careful here, Jeff. 3rd and long inside your own 10-yard line. Don't want to turn it over. Your defense just had a decent drive the time before, so just maybe something safe to get you some extra yardage to punt here.
4 wide, dropping back. Looks like he's going over the middle. Pass complete. Jackson makes the tackle after the first down. Looks like Akron East on their own 26-yard line for a first down. Justin Cox there to Tristan Thomas.
Yeah, really nice catch there by Tristan Thomas. I mean, Jackson should have had it wrapped up. They had a linebacker right in the area. He let him catch the ball and just couldn't wrap him up and bring him down. And then, you know, once East gets the ball in space, look out. So he scampered for another 9 yards to pick up the first down.
Ball on the 27 for East. Got 4 wide this time. Quick out to the running back, and a great play. Great play to break that up. Number 5 on the play there for Jackson. Caden Edwards again. We've called his name a couple times.
Yeah, really nice play there, Caden Edwards. Keeping his eye on the running back. As soon as he saw him swing, it must have been something they scouted. He took off right away and nailed him almost as soon as he caught the ball.
We got 2nd and 15 on the 22. Drew, that's got to be tough without any kind of, a lot of film to look at, being first game, non-conference team.
Yeah, you almost have to go back to the year before to kind of see what they like to do here. Now East is in trips, 4 wide receivers.
Another quick pass. Great. Oh, he missed a tackle. Number 5 to the 40-yard line. First down for East.
And that's Ronan Kelly, who we talked about before the game, the big, tall, lanky wide receiver for Akron East. Nice catch there on the hitch to turn it into a first down. So East is going to have 1st and 10 on their own 40, starting a nice little drive here after being in trouble inside the shadow of their own goalpost.
4 wide again. Quick handoff. Snuffed out by the Jackson Polar Bears. Going to be 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, Zaire Stevens, after having some nice runs early there, Jackson's really swarming to the ball. It doesn't seem like they're going to use a lot of different backs here. Zaire Stevens, that was probably at least his 6th carry of the game already. So it seems like they're going to try to lean on him at running back here.
Fun fact here, Zaire Stevens' nickname, Old Soul.
Oh, how about that?
How are you a sophomore in high school and you got a nickname like Old Soul?
That must be who he is.
Pretty sweet. All right, so we got 2nd and 9 here on East's 40-yard line. 2 minutes left in the first. Got 3 wide. Another handoff to Zaire. Nothing. Got a yard. 2nd and going to be 3rd down now.
One of the East linemen lost his helmet there, so he's going to have to come out of the game. They're going to have to get somebody in for him. Rule in high school football, you lose your helmet, you got to come out for a play. So they'll bring in a substitute, try to pick up this 3rd and 8 to keep the drive alive. We're inside 2 minutes of the first quarter here at Robert Fife Stadium, and it's Akron East 0, Jackson 0.
3rd and 8 on the 41. Comes out in a very similar set that they've had all night. 3 wide, one back. Little RPO action going over the top. Oh, almost 50-50, well, almost picked off. Great break up there. Going to be 4th down. Looking at 4th down there. I think that was Thomas again on the breakup.
Yeah, Thomas and Dane McCready has made a really nice play on that ball, which would have been a first down. So East is going to come out to punt here.
Jackson's doing a nice job on defense, not overplaying. They're just kind of staying home, sitting.
Kyle Benson back to receive the punt for Jackson.
Wobbly punt, a little short.
Fair catch called for. So Jackson will take over on their own 30-yard line with just over a minute to play in the first quarter.
Still no score here.
We got a score update for you over from North Canton. It is North Canton Hoover Vikings 7, Buchtel Griffins 0.
All right. Got the Stark County team representing on the board.
Yep. We had 2 games last night covered on Stark Media. We had Perry with a winning a high-scoring affair against Central Catholic. And Jeff, your Fairless Falcons put it on Sandy Valley.
Yeah, they really did. Sandy Valley, their quarterback went out, for the year. So they're a little bit depleted, but I tell you, Fairless looks pretty good. They were going 5 wide most of the night. All right, so we are now 1st and 10. Jackson, a little sweep. Oh, and it was 8 up.
Jet sweep action.
8 up.
Yeah, like we talked about before, running side to side against this Akron East defense is really going to be tough.
Antonio Sandal on that, number 8.
Yeah, Antonio Sandal, the big DN, number 8. He's probably about 6'2", 250 pounds there. Made a great tackle, great play.
2nd and 18 here on the Jackson's own 22. We got 4 wide, single back, 3 at the top. Trying to draw them off sides here a little bit. Taking their time. Looks like they're calling an audible. 2nd and 18, we got the ball. Oh, we're just QB draw. Oh, he's got a few.
Nice tough run by Lesko there to get the lost yardage back. So that's going to bring up 3rd down. Looks to be about 3rd and 8. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. Let's see if Jackson tries to hurry up and run a play or take a break here.
Looks like they're going to let it run out to the quarter. No score here. End of the first. Jackson's got the ball on their own 32-yard line here. 0-0 here at Robert Fife Stadium.
All right, we're going to take a quick 30-second break, then we'll be back with a couple of our sponsors. We're back here at the end of the first quarter. It's Jackson 0, Akron East 0. And it gives us time to talk about a couple of our sponsors. First one we got is Shag Sports Cards, your hookup for the latest and most exclusive cards that hit the market. Card breaks, sealed wax, hobby boxes, blaster boxes, individual cards. Make sure you visit us at www.shagsports.com and at our new North Canton store at 13 South Main Street.
And also, another sponsor is The Den, located at 7188 Fulton Drive in Jackson Township. Is your one-stop shop for Jackson Polar Bear spirit gear and apparel. Visit us online at thejacksondен.com or give us a call at 330-880-5038. We are already back into action here. Ran their first play.
Jackson picks up the first down on 3rd and long with a little short pass there.
1st and 10 on their 46. Jackson comes out of the huddle. Got 4 wide again, single back. Quick handoff. Oh, he's fighting. Well, he's a fighter. Got 8 up, though. He had to go through 4 guys there. So
Stuffed by the Akron East defense there. It's kind of been hit or miss for Akron East. It seems like when they're able to get lined up and set, it's tough going, but they've had a couple times getting lined up, and that's when Jackson's hurt them. Jackson's trying to hurry up now.
2nd and 10 on the hurry up from their own 46. Trying to draw them off sides there. Changing the cadence a little bit. 2nd and 9 on their 47. We got 3 wide again, single back. Looks like they're going to stay in this set for a while. Little play action over the top. Deep ball. 50-50 ball. Nothing. A little bit deep. It was covered as well.
Yeah, that's the 3rd time Jackson's trying to go deep today and not really much success so far. Like we said before, you're going to have to hit maybe some runs, get them out of the too high safety look before we start hitting some deep passes there.
Brings up 3rd and 9 on Jackson's own 47. Yeah, Drew, it looks like the middle of the field's open a little bit more than those deep balls. A go route. I don't know. You can get over these DBs. They're pretty talented. 3rd and 9 on their own 47. Got 4 wide, man in motion, a little fake jet sweep. Oh, a little screen pass to Davude. Looks like he got about 6.
Nice little screen pass by Davude there, but the defensive line did a great job of retracing their steps and getting back to make the tackle.
4th and 3 on their own 47. Looks like they're going for it. Looks like fourth down territory for them here across the 50.
Empty backfield.
And Akron East calls a timeout.
Hey, that's a smart timeout by Akron East. It's a no-score game. You know, first game of the year. Want to make sure your defense is all right with the empty set. Make sure everyone's communicating correctly. Now, obviously, it gives Jackson time to think about what they want to do a little bit more. But great timeout by Coach Hayes there, making sure his kids are on the same page. Big play coming here in a scoreless game so far. Going to be 4th and 3 for Jackson when we come out of the timeout.
So the Dragons, that's their first timeout, Burn, so I agree. Good timeout there. Maybe give Jackson a little bit to think about if they definitely want to go for that. Don't want to have your guy get drawn off sides there on something silly and give up a first.
You know what kind of happens sometimes when you go empty there, now it looks like Jackson may be bringing in the punt team. The punt team's coming in. However, I feel like this is a great spot for a fake. 4th and 4, you got a young team you're going against the first time or second time they're lining up against punt, so you've already seen them how they're going to line up. This may be a great fake punt opportunity for Jackson. We'll see what happens. They kind of rush that punt team on real quick, and they're talking to him there. So
definitely
it's going to be
taking their
interesting.
time, making sure they're on the same page, whatever they decide.
Maybe just a hard count to try to draw them off sides too.
We got 4th and 3 on their own 47-yard line. I'm sorry, they're in Dragons territory on the 47.
Taking a long time to snap. Maybe trying for the hard count here, see if the fake's still there or if they're going to punt it. Checking with the sideline.
Little trick play, they're letting it wind down.
Yeah, and delay a game. I think they took a little bit too much time deciding what they were going to do. A lot of times when you call a fake punt, you send the team out there, you wait for the sideline signal. Hey, is this the look that we want to run this fake punt? They personal protector checked over to the sideline to Coach Rohr. Must not have liked what he saw. So it looks like they're going to punt it now after taking the delay a game.
You think that maybe that was a scenario where draw them off or take the penalty?
That's possible too.
4th and 8. Akron taking another timeout, maybe?
Oh, we've got another timeout by Akron East here. Maybe some miscommunication, something going on over there.
I guess that's all right. They got 10 minutes left. Still one timeout remaining.
We've got a big crowd as expected here at Robert Fife Stadium for the first game of the year. You know, Akron East, you know, it's a big stands over there, but they brought quite a few people. Jackson is packed to the brim. A lot of Jackson students, which is great to see. You know, in Stark County, we support our athletics so well, and it's great to see the students come out. I'm really excited to see the Jackson band at halftime.
Well, and not only that, these facilities. I mean, you look at all the stadiums in Stark County, it is insane the amount of quality that we've got for, you know, it is even overlooked, you know, amount of parking. Some places it's real tough to even park. But great stadium, Robert Fife Stadium. So we are back on the field here, 4th and 8, punting team on for Jackson. Punt is away. Looks like a decent one and a fair catch. Oh, he dropped it.
Dropped the ball.
Jackson got it.
Jackson's going to recover it. Ronan Kelly took his eye off the ball at the last minute as the Jackson defender was closing in. Ball went right off his chest. Jackson recovers on the 19-yard line, and they've got a second chance here.
That could play huge for him here. Big turnover there. Looks like Jackson's ball on the 14-yard line.
I'd like to see him get back to running the ball a little bit. Give the ball back to their big bruiser, try to get some yardage out, maybe get in a 3rd and short situation instead of trying to just throw the ball on first down.
Jackson coming out, 1st and 10 on the 19-yard line in the red zone here. Got 4 wide this time with single back. Man in motion, jet sweep, double reverse. He's gone. He's to the 20, the 15, 10, 5, shakes one. Looks like he's to the
1-yard line.
To the 1-yard line. Great play call there. Haven't seen that yet today. Was setting that up for a while. Number 2. What a good run. Good run.
Yeah, they ran the same jet sweep that they had ran on the first drive, so they gave him the exact same look there and handed it off to Anthony Fueline. Almost took it in for the touchdown. So it's going to be 1st and goal, Jackson at the 1-yard line. See if they can punch it in.
We've got the fullback in, probably a little dose of Davude here. Yep, lead block. Looks like I think he's short.
Yeah, I think he's just shy. Nice tackle there.
Kind of hesitated, didn't hit that hole hard there. Jason Davude got the ball. We're looking at 2nd down and goal on the 1-yard line, maybe the half. 9:36 left in the second. No score.
Yeah, as a former offensive lineman, these are the places you want.
Oh.
2nd and goal opportunity from the 1-yard line.
Davude again. Oh,
Man,
we got
really
8 up.
Still
up. Fighting.
Man.
Nothing. Actually, a loss of 4 yards there. It's going to bring on 3rd down and goal.
Again, the big D1 prospect, Antonio Sando Bascom, number 8 for East, makes another tackle for loss. He's really been causing them fits so far. So we're going to be 3rd down all the way back on the 4-yard line. See what Jackson can do here. You really don't want to settle for 3 here after having 1st and goal from the 1.
Looks like we got same set, two receivers, fullback, I formation. 8:42 left. To Davude again. Nope. Keeper.
Boot. Wide open.
Drop
Fullback.
It. Got it. Touchdown. Touchdown, Polar Bears.
Reagan Malloy, the fullback. They ran the nice little boot away from the play action. Fullback was wide open in the flaps. Reagan Malloy. So that's an Ethan Lesko to Reagan Malloy touchdown. Great play call by offensive coordinator Bo Balderson there for the Polar Bears.
Real good play call. He was wide open. Nobody by. I think you and I were closer. 8:33 left here. It's 6-0. Extra point about to be kicked. Got the snap. Looks good.
Jarrett Wright puts it up and in. Garrett Wright, I'm sorry. I'm thinking an old Indians pitcher from the 90s, Jarrett Wright. So Garrett Wright with a nice kick for the Polar Bears.
Yeah, I was watching him in pregame, and he was putting them through from much further than that.
So Jackson takes advantage of the turnover. Goes up 7-0 here. A little bit into the second quarter. Akron East is going to have to shake that off and try to respond. But, hey, really being conservative pays off sometimes. Coach Rohr decided to punt it instead of go for it. Made Akron East make the mistake. They recovered the fumble. Nice play call on the reverse for the 1st down. And then they were able to punch it in on the Lesko to Malloy touchdown pass.
Combination of being smart, great play call. Tried to run it in back-to-back. Didn't work for him. Went to a great option there. 7 rip. Bears bringing on the kicking team. Got 8:33 left here in the second. Kicker putting it down. It's like Landon Hattery is the kicker. Decent leg from what I saw. Number 22.
Bear with us with our player names here. It's the first game of the season. We got a lot of new faces, a lot of new numbers.
Kick is away. It's a deep one. No return.
Into the end zone for a touchback. As most of you know, that ball crosses the goal line in high school football. It's a touchback. The other team gets to take it on the 20-yard line.
So it's going to bring on 1st down for Akron East. Down 7-0, 8:33 left in the game. And we'll see if they do anything different here, Drew. They kind of been doing the same thing. Conservative. Wonder if you're going to try to open it up here a little bit.
Yeah, I think they need to get the ball back into Zaire Stevens' hands. He had some nice runs off tackle, off the edge. They tried to throw it deep a couple times, but I think stick with the running game. Use your speed, get the ball in your playmakers' hands fast.
Got 4 wide here. Quick pass to number 4. Oh, he's getting loose. Got about 9 there on that carry.
It's exactly what we talked about there. Justin Cox with a quick pass to Trevor Bratton. Just a quick screen right now. Get the ball in your athlete's hands and let them run. It's really easy to call plays when you're chewing up 9 yards on 1st down.
First we've seen that play. 2nd and 1 on the 29. 8 minutes left. See if they can, Akron East can settle in here. Maybe some quick, easy passes for Justin Cox just to settle him in. Stay patient. You got 8 minutes. Maybe you can charge this up. Got 4 wide. RPO, handoff, 8 up. 8 up. Jackson was all over it.
Yeah, East is trying to run some of those run-pass options there. You see him holding on to the handoff a little bit more as Zaire Stevens limps off the field. That's not a great sign for East.
Yeah, it looks like he's pretty hurt. He's hobbling pretty good.
When you got a young team, sometimes it's tough to run those run-pass options. You just got to call play and let them execute.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 3 on their 27. 7:22 in the game. And Zaire is hobbling pretty good, getting looked at over there. We're going 4 wide, single back. Looking for a quick pass here, nothing. Oh, dropped it over the top. Oh, great hit. Great hit. Going to bring up 4th down. Number 4, Kyle Andrews brought the wood there. Ball over top was going to be big yardage. Punting team on for East. Still a 7-0 game here in Robert Feist Stadium. Got 6:58 left. Punt team is away. Oh, he muffed it, picked it up, made a guy miss. Good recovery. Got the ball first. Most importantly, get that rock, right?
Yeah. Both teams struggling a little bit to catch punts here.
Jackson's offense is going to come back on the field, try to maybe put some more points on the board before half, maybe chew up some clock. Got 6:49 left. 1st and 10 on their own 44, so plenty of time to get up the field here with this field position.
Yeah, not really the possession that Akron East wanted there after the Jackson score. At very least, you want to come back, string together a 1st down or 2, and flip the field position. They really only gained about 15 yards of field position on that punt, maybe 20. So let's see if Jackson can go back to work here on offense and build on the touchdown drive they had the drive before.
Maybe go back to the run here, chew up a little bit of clock, and move the chains. See what they decide to do here. Taking their time coming on the field. Kind of a mixed bag of plays and definitely some good play calls. I want to give a shout out to Coach Bo Balderson there for some of those calls. We'll see what he brings on here. 1st and 10, 44-yard line. 6:49 to play. Looks like Jackson's going to go 4 wide, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Single back. Looks like they're going to come out throwing the ball. Man in motion. Another jet sweep. Keeper. QB keeper. Got a couple yards.
Yeah.
Let's go on. Got 2 there.
The first time they ran that, Ethan Lesko probably had about a 6-yard gain. See if it was there again. At very least, what it's going to do is slow down those East outside linebackers of jumping to that jet sweep really quick.
Going to bring on 2nd down and 8. Clock running, 6:23. Second and 8 on the 47-yard line. We've got 3 wide, 2 backs. Let's go trying to get the play in. And looks like timeout Jackson.
Yeah, some miscommunication here on the Jackson sideline and getting lined up there. Coach Rohr not real happy. You know, he's known for his intensity as a player, so he wasn't real happy there. But, hey, that's what the timeouts are for sometimes.
Yeah, you know, you can't take them with you, right?
Yeah. You know, I mean, you like to have at least 2 for a 2-minute drive, but, you know, this is a big drive for Jackson as well. If you can go up 2 scores in the first half, that really puts some pressure on East. Right now in a 1-score game, you know, neither team's panicking a little bit, but, you know, if Jackson can get that extra score here, put them up 2 scores going into halftime, East is really going to have to go in their bag of tricks and see what they can make happen.
6 minutes left here in the game. 6:05, 2nd and 8 on their own 47. Lesko comes out, leading the team, talking to his running back here. Again, trying to be on the same page. We've got 3 wide, 2 right, 2 backs. Man in motion again. Fake handoff, a little play action, trying to go deep. He's wide open. Oh, he dropped the ball.
The motion man there, number 21, had a nice, Kyle Benson, had a nice little wheel route after his motion. They had flashed him in the flats, took him right up the numbers. He was open. Lesko just a little bit late. I know it was a tough catch. He still could have made the catch, but had he thrown that a little bit earlier, it would have been an easier catch opportunity there, but still one you've got to hang on to.
Looking at 3rd and 8 on their own 47. I think he might have heard some footsteps there. They closed pretty quick on there. It looked like he took a peek at that defender closing. So 3rd and 8, 4 wide, single back, drop, QB draw, nothing.
I'm not sure if that was supposed to be a screen or a draw, but the Akron East defensive line was in there real quick. Jackson might be getting bailed out here, though. We got a flag on the play.
Looks like a face mask.
Yeah. You know, Lesko kind of ducked that hen at the last minute, and that's one of those, if you're a defensive coach, you really have a problem with it because your kid's coming in low trying to swipe and tackle him around the waist. The quarterback ducks his head and puts his face mask right into his hand.
That hurts. That was going to be a punt, no doubt. Brings on 1st and 10 now.
Well, Jackson has new life. East did it to him last time, too. Jackson was punting. East dropped the punt. Jackson took over, ended up scoring. So another East mistake on the face mask is going to give Jackson another 1st down.
It's like we got a man down on East here, injured player.
Oh, and that's big number 8, Antonio Sandal Bascom, their big Division I prospect, defensive end who's made quite a few plays so far. That's someone East does not want to see down. You never want to see a player down, especially if it's one of your better players.
Right, exactly, and especially in a game like this where it's not going your way, you need some of those guys that are studs to step up.
Yeah, and first game of the year, too. That's really tough to see.
Hoping it's just a cramp. Looks like they're working it out for him. Got 5:52 left here in the 2nd quarter. And the injury reports come to you by way of Leathernecks Motorcycle Club. Shout out to Tim Arnold and Colton Arnold. Pretty good wrestlers back in the day from what I understand. But again, 5:52 here left in the 2nd. 1st and 10, ball on the 40. Still an injury timeout. So, Drew, what do you think they're going to come out here with? I mean, they can do just about anything with this time on the clock. They got 1 timeout left, too, correct?
Yeah, I believe they have 1 timeout. I'd like to see them get Davude the ball a little bit more, especially with Akron East's best defensive lineman now walking off the field gingerly. I think it's time to pound the ball a little bit, maybe get the ball out quick in the flats like it worked for the touchdown off the play action. And then here's the other thing. You know, East is so reliant on their speed out. They play off the ball a little bit. Mm-hmm. Maybe try to hit a hitch real quick and see what happens.
It was good to see Bascom walk off the field there kind of under his own power. So hopefully it was just a cramp and he'll be back. 5:52, 1st and 10 on the 40. Man in motion. Got 3 wide. Another QB draw. Looks like you got about 4.
Let's go again there.
Going to bring on 2nd and 6.
I'll tell you what, there is some physical football being played out there. You know, Jackson's getting off the ball pretty good on the offensive line. Those East players are coming and hitting hard. It's a physical week 1 football game here.
Probably going to mix, they've been mixing the plays up pretty good here. We got 2 wide this time. 2 backs. Second and 5. Handoff up. Got, about 4 yards there?
Yep, for Davude.
Davude again. Like you said, run the ball. Got plenty of time on the clock. Going to bring 3rd and 2 on the 35-yard line.
That's a tough spot there. I think they were about a yard closer to the sticks there. It's going to bring up 3rd and maybe 2.5.
2 wide again. Oh, he drew him off.
The hard count. Jackson's been doing it all game. But as it gets hotter, you get tired. It's tough to think out there sometimes as a defensive lineman, and his teammates are letting him know about it right there. You got to watch. You get whether you're keying on the ball, whether you're keying on the guy in front of you, you don't move until that ball or that guy in front of you moves.
Well,
that's what they're coaching him up, and unfortunately he had a little mental lapse there. Gives Jackson another first down on an Akron East mistake.
Ball on the 27, 4:41 to play. We got 2 wide, man in motion. Let's go, hand off to Devude. Got a couple. Maybe nothing.
You know, Akron East defensive backs really do a good job of tackling. They really get their nose in there. Maybe Jackson tries something to slip the fullback or tight end down the middle of the field. You know, with these defensive backs being so aggressive in the running game, maybe that's an opportunity for a big play there. So we'll see what Coach calls in here as Ethan Lesko's trying to lead his Polar Bears down the field to go up another score. It's 7-0 here.
Second down on an 8 on the 25. Got 3 wide, all to the left. Looks like some confusion. Definite some confusion.
And Jackson's going to burn their last timeout. So both teams, no timeouts left. You know, it's a little week 1 miscommunication. That happens.
Yep.
You got some new guys in there. You know, you're doing some things, maybe reaching into the bag of the playbook of something you haven't run in a week. You know, so and now these kids are under pressure. You know, they don't have the coach standing behind them to look back and say, hey, am I in the right spot?
Right.
Now they've got to line up on their own. But like we said, I mean, this whole second quarter has just been Akron East mistakes and Jackson capitalizing for it. 2 4th downs, East make mistakes, Jackson gets the ball back. One of them, they go down and score. Now they're on continuing to drive after another one of those East mistakes. See if they can punch it in.
Good time to take a timeout there. You're right. You don't want to make a mistake. You got the ball down in this territory on the 25-yard line. It's 2nd and 8. Plenty of time on the clock. You can stop the clock with your first downs. So not a big there. We got back on the field. We got 2 wide, 2 backs.
Tight end wing set here.
Let's go. RPO gives it to Devude. He gets, looks like about 5 or 6. He dropped the ball. Fumble.
East is saying they have it.
East recovers.
Oh, man.
That's a killer.
That's
a killer.
That is a huge play for East right there. Jackson had all the momentum. Devude hit the nice cut back into the A gap. Looks like he was going to have a big gain. Safety came in at the last second, jarred that ball loose. So East has new life here. Still only down 1 score, 3.5 minutes to go. Going to take over 1st and 10 on their own 16-yard line. Really deflating play for Jackson after they had all the momentum.
Got to protect that ball, especially when you're getting to the second level. Got to bring that other hand in and cover it up.
Hey, I used to tell my kids all the time, ball security is job security. Best way to get somebody else in your spot is to put that ball on the turf.
Yep. So 1st and 10, Dragons. 7-0, Bears. Got 3:41 left here. 1st and 10 on the 16-yard line.
Let's see if Akron East tries to get that ball out quick again.
Well, you think they're going to have to. They got to go 80-some yards. Oh, quick handoff. Stiff
tackle.
arm.
What a great play there by
tackle.
Jackson.
Great tackle.
Number 1, Keegan Malloy on a great tackle. He was the middle linebacker. That ball bounced off tackle. He closed the gap, grabbed on. Nice secure, brought him to the ground.
Getting some kudos from Coach there. Coach was loving that one, as he should. 3:18 and counting here. Akron East out of timeouts. 2nd and 11 on the 15.
Looks like Zaire Stevens might have just checked back into the game for the first time since going out with injury. Is that him?
Yeah, I think so. He's
No, that's number 9 actually. So Zaire Stevens, their quick, very quick running back, still out.
Man in motion, jet sweep, trying to bounce it out. Number 2. Great hit. Great hit, number 8. Great hit there. So a loss, that was Luke Johnson. Came up, laid the wood again.
Luke Johnson, Kyle Andrews, the defensive backs all over that jet sweep, which is really not easy to do when you've got tall, deep threats out there, so much speed for Akron East, and that's just great, very disciplined defense by Jackson.
3rd and 14 on their own 12. You got to figure they're going to go a little bit conservative here, maybe punt it away. I mean, you're in your own territory on your own 12-yard line.
Well, this is what I'll say. When you have speed like Akron East, you're one play away from taking it to the house every time. So just take care of the ball. Do what you do on offense. If you pop one, you do. If you don't, you don't.
4 wide, broken play, going downfield, wide open,
Woo!
overthrew him. That was going to be 6.
And that's what we were talking about just there. You know, Luther Dareshaw was wide open down the field. If they were able to connect, that was a touchdown.
Got some cloth on the carpet here. Looks like it was on East. 4th down.
Illegal motion there. We must have had someone moving as the snap came. Yeah, it must be some sort of miscommunication there on the Jackson defense to get that wide receiver, number 3, Luther Dareshaw, wide open. Luckily enough, quarterback Justin Cox was under some pressure, couldn't complete it. Now the punt from East, big towering punt to the 50-yard line, fair caught by Jackson.
So now it changes things for Jackson. We've got, they're in their territory here. You got almost 2 minutes.
Yeah, minute 55 left. Jackson's going to get it first down. No timeouts. They've been having to use those timeouts on some miscommunications on offense. So you're going to have to catch the ball and get out of bounds. I don't think you need to hurry until you get inside a minute. Take your time. You know, obviously you want to hustle up to your line, but you don't have to rush anything too much. Run your offense. You can throw the ball in the middle of the field the first couple plays. Maybe run the ball. You know, maybe I always like to do in 2-minute drill, run it on first down, maybe throw a screen on first down, see how the defense is going to come up, maybe something safe like a hitch, and then my second play is something we want to gain some big yardage on, and then you get into 2-minute mode, the hurry up mode.
1st and 10 here, Jackson coming out. Looks like more confusion with Jackson. We got 2 wide receivers, man in motion, and
there's
false start.
Delay, yeah.
False start.
That's really tough to see coming out of a timeout, not being able to line up right before your 2-minute drill. I think they're missing a player on the field, possibly there.
4. It's going to bring up 1st and 15. Still 1:55 on the clock.
So Jackson's got a tight end, a fullback, a running back, and 2 receivers in the game in the 2-minute drill here.
Interesting.
Maybe they throw a little play action to start. They've had some success throwing the ball in the flats.
So we got 1st and 15, man in motion again.
Really, that should have been a penalty there. That player was on the line of scrimmage.
Throws it up, wide open. Oh, overthrew him. He got drilled too.
Yeah, Jackson got lucky there. They had a man on the line of scrimmage that went in motion, and the officials didn't catch it there. East sideline is not happy with that. But the pressure back in.
Lesko was severely pressured there. Threw a ball up, had a guy open.
Antonio Sandal Bascom back in the game, the stud defensive end who went off with injury, had the pressure there. So now Jackson's got 2nd and 15.
Well, the good thing there is you didn't lose any yards, right? You got rid of the ball in time. 2nd and 15, their own 47. 2 wide, 2 backs. Hand off to the fullback. Bounces it out. Not much. Nothing there.
Stuffed. Really, really interesting here to see Jackson go 2 backs with the tight end at midfield. Drive started at midfield with 1:37 left. I mean, you know, you have some ability throwing the ball early. It's kind of odd to me that they're not going at a 2-minute tempo to try to spread the ball around and get another score here, at least in field goal range.
Right.
You know, they've got a good kicker. So now it's 3rd and long. They are going to spread it out. They're going to go 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left with Lesko in the backfield awaiting the snap.
1:11 and counting. Little play action pass. Quarterback rolling out. Lesko rolls out, throws it.
Incomplete. Lesko under pressure again, you know, rolling to his right, flushed from the pocket. We've got another penalty flag on the field.
It might be unnecessary roughness. I don't know. Number 23, Antonio Kosser, put it on the quarterback there.
You know what? They're going to call holding on Jackson. Must be someone, offensive lineman on the backside there holding. So that's going to bring up 4th down. Really a wasted opportunity for the Polar Bears there. So Akron East, you know, if they can catch the punt like they haven't before, maybe they can give themselves some field position with a minute left to try to go down and get a score before halftime.
So Landon Hattery on to punt. Akron East deep at their 30.
Nice
He's
high
gonna
punt.
catch it. He's gonna run it. Bouncing it out. See a penalty already.
No, it's just a marker there.
Okay.
They switched those markers a couple of years ago from blue to orange. Now every time it gets thrown, it looks like a penalty. So decent return there. Decent return there by Akron East.
To the 31.
That was number 2, Tristan Thomas. So they're going to get the ball back with 50 seconds to go, no timeouts. Jackson Polar Bears up on the Akron East Dragons 7-0 in this Week 1 matchup here at Robert Fife Stadium.
I do a double take on that Tristan name. Little Cavaliers action. We got some.
Tristan. Every time I say Tristan Thomas, I'm thinking don't say Tristan Thompson.
I didn't help you there, did I?
No.
So we got 50 seconds left here in the half. 1st and 10 on the 31.
If I'm Jackson here, I'm telling my defensive backs, don't care what's going on at the line of scrimmage. You stay in your drop. Don't get beat deep. Come up and make solid tackles.
Looks like that's what they're doing.
Play action.
Oh,
Cox
broken
flies
play.
from the pocket.
Cox running, directing. Caught over the middle of the field. He's getting loose. He's to the 40.
Tristan
the 30,
Thomas.
The 28-yard line. Flag on the play.
Tristan Thomas with the big gain. They're still going to have a first down after he was about 15 yards past the first down marker. A penalty flag came out. I think it's probably a block in the back on East. So a part of the big gain's negated, but they still should have the ball right around the 50-yard line with a first down.
Good play call there. Good patience, really. The quarterback stepped up in the pocket, directing traffic, and threw it over the middle, wide open there.
Yeah, Cox was under duress, stepped up in the pocket, stayed calm, delivered to his target. Nice catch, nice yardage after the catch. I'll tell you what, it's scary. These Akron East playmakers get the ball in their hand in the open field, and they can go. Jackson's done a great job so far making tackles, but that time they missed the first one, and he was almost out the gate.
Akron East coming out 4 wide, single back. 1st and 10. Drops back, looks like, quarterback.
Got pressure. Cox escapes
Making
the
some
pocket.
Things play. He's got somebody open.
Completes
Caught.
the pass.
Good tackle by Jackson there. Going to get another
got to
first
hurry
down.
up now. East has got to hurry up. This is a good, first down, spike the ball. They should. It'll stop the clock. They'll lose no time.
Doesn't look like they're going to do that.
They're going to run a play.
Oh, they did.
Oh, he spiked it from the gun. You shouldn't be able to do that.
First I've seen that, Drew.
You should need to be under center to spike the ball. Luckily, he had the running back standing right there.
So we've got 2nd and 10 on Jackson's 37-yard line. 19 seconds left. Got time to score here, like you said, with the playmakers.
Both times there, the linebackers need to get into their drops to take away the middle of the field because the defensive backs aren't trying to get beat deep. Low snap, and we've got a penalty.
False start. False start. That's a killer when you got a little bit of momentum. You're getting down here. 16 seconds left. Trying to get off the schneid here. 7-0 Polar Bears. Looking at going to be 2nd down here.
If you're going to throw the ball in the middle of the field, you're going to need to get down and probably have time for one more play. After that, if you're going to complete it outside the hashes around the numbers, you're going to have to get out of bounds, maybe opportunity for 2 plays after this. So we'll see what Akron East tries to do here.
Looks like Justin Cox has a good enough arm to maybe get down there pretty close. We'll see what they call. 16 seconds on the clock. East 4 wide, single back again. 2 left, 2 right. Snap. Drops back.
Good protection.
Wide open. Oh, and intercepted. Intercepted. Jackson.
So what happened there is Ronan Kelly, the wide receiver, stopped on his route. He was open. He tried to settle down on the sideline because he saw the safety coming over top, and the quarterback expected him to keep running to go for the 50-50 ball. But he was open. The quarterback's got to recognize that safety coming over top, The quarterback's putting on the brakes, settling in the zone and complete the pass. Instead, it's a nice interception for Jackson.
Nick Zito, number 37, on a catch there. He was over top of him. Like you said, if he threw that ball underneath, he's going to catch that at about the 15 and get out of bounds.
Yeah, if he goes maybe back shoulder there or just settles him, throws him into the zone there, he's going to be all right. I expect Jackson to just take a knee to end out the half.
Got 7 seconds left here. And they do take a knee. All right, that's going to run it down.
Yep, that's going to take us to halftime here at Robert Fife Stadium in Jackson Township. It is the Jackson Polar Bears 7, the Akron East Dragons 0. In a first half, that a couple mistakes by both sides, but Jackson comes out on top. We're going to take a break for a couple minutes here. Then you're going to hear from some of our sponsors, and we're going to have an opportunity to hear from one of the big Jackson boosters who's been around for a long time, Jimmy Morehouse, at halftime. We are back here at halftime at Robert Fife Stadium. It is 7-0 Jackson Polar Bears over the Akron East Dragons. we're going to hear from a couple of our sponsors real quick. Shag Sports Cards, your hookup for the latest and most exclusive cards that hit the market. Card breaks, sealed wax, hobby boxes, blaster boxes, and individual cards. Make sure you visit us at www.shagsportscards.com and at our new North Canton store at 1300 South Main Street, which is opening Labor Day weekend. Also like to thank The Den, located at 7188 Fulton Drive in Jackson Township. It's your one-stop shop for Jackson Polar Bear spirit gear and apparel. Visit us online at thejacksonden.com or give us a call at 330-880-5038. Thanks to our sponsors. Couldn't do the broadcast without them. If you're interested in doing sponsorships for the rest of our live games this season, you can contact us at Stark Media. Stark Media team on our socials, on all our social medias. You follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and check out all of our podcasts and videos on YouTube. So we're joined now by Jackson booster Jimmy Morehouse. It's good to have you here, Jimmy. I know you've been around the community for a long time. We're excited to be out of Jackson week 1. A lot of exciting things happening. You know, beautiful stadium as always. Great crowd, great community support. Polar Bears are up 7-0. So you're part of the Horsemen.
The Horsemen
Booster Club. And tell me a little bit about what you guys do.
It's a non-denominational group of gentlemen. We don't have any women in. Hoping to get that soon, maybe get 1 or 2. But we support all Jackson High School athletics, not only football, basketball, girls lacrosse, soccer, golf. I've been to girls and boys golf matches. Just we support the Jackson high school sports teams.
That's great. That's great. Now, if people are interested in becoming members of the Horsemen, what's the process there?
Just come see me. If you go to the games, we'll make you a Horseman.
That's great.
We like to see you out and about, not only at football, but the other sports too.
Mm-hmm. We were talking about earlier how All-Star County does supporting their athletes. It's really unique here in Stark County to have the love and support for the sports like we do. You know, and Jackson doesn't do it better than anywhere else. You guys have had a lot of success in recent years in multiple sports.
Yes.
And I think it's a lot of credit to the administration, the coaches, and the community.
Yes, this is a great opening night crowd. I don't know if I've seen a bigger crowd on opening night here in the past 10, 12 years. But yes, great support for all sports. You know, boys basketball, girls basketball, of course, football, baseball, on down the line. Girls lacrosse, boys lacrosse. It's a good community, good school system, and people come out and support their team.
Yeah, great facilities too, Football stadium's great, a lot of for baseball, basketball, soccer, everything they have going great here. And I'm really excited here in a couple minutes to be able to take in the Jackson band. Do you know the band numbers this year?
It's been around 250 for the past maybe 10 years or so. It was a little bit bigger years and years ago. It's sort of been trimmed down. I don't know, just kids don't come out for band or they had trouble at one time with the pay-for-play thing that even included the band and the cheerleaders and that, but it's a pretty impressive unit.
Well, that's great. That's great. Yeah, they're always a treat to watch. I like watching them get off the bus. It's like a clown car. They just keep coming and coming and coming and coming. So, like we said before, first game, new regime, head coach, Jay Rohr.
Yes.
Jackson graduate, been here as an assistant coach for a while, played at the University of Akron, just a stud linebacker. Do you have any memories of Jay Rohr when he was a player?
Well, number one, to show my age, I went to high school and graduated with his father.
Okay.
And Jay, beside being a stud linebacker, was the stud running back. He held the rushing record at Jackson for the career yardage until last year when Brandon Craig passed him. But by and far the best player we've ever had at Jackson High School. And I was telling you earlier, the one play I remember, he was a freshman. They were playing McKinley. McKinley was defending national champions. It was the first round of the playoffs it was over at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium. And Mike Doss took a handoff about the 5, come barreling up the middle at the Jackson 5, come barreling up the middle, saw Jay, cut left, Jay cut with him, took him down at the 1.
Hey, that's not easy to do. Not many people
Yes.
tackled Mike Doss, let alone a freshman.
Yeah,
so
I remember that for the rest of my life. He took him down, didn't flinch.
That's impressive. One thing I remember watching Jay, I was a few years younger than him, is his intensity on the field.
Yes.
And his focus.
Yes.
And, his defense has kind of reflected that the last couple of years, and they're reflecting that tonight.
Yes.
They're pitching a shutout on a very athletic,
Yes.
very skilled Akron East team.
It's been a little uneven, but it's first game. You don't get a lot of practice. You don't get a lot of scrimmages, game situations, with the expanded playoffs in 16 weeks,
Yep.
so you don't get all that you used to get in the old days where there was maybe like 3 weeks of practice and 3 scrimmages. But I think they've held their own. East has some athletes out there. They
Yeah,
have some
for sure.
athletes. Yes, yes. Little uneven at the quarterback play, but he's new. It's first game, so
Yeah, Lesko, he's done a good job.
he's had some open receivers. He needs the hit.
Yeah, it's tough. You throw those deep balls in practice, and you think your receivers are running 100%.
Yeah.
Really, they're only running 75, 80. Now in the game, they're amped up. They're flying down the field, and he's like, oh, I got to get rid of this ball. So,
Yes.
I look for him to settle in the second half as the Jackson band comes on the field. But I appreciate your time, Jimmy. If you want to become a horseman,
Just look us up. Look one of us up. We're always wearing shirts. Come up to us, talk to us. Hey, I come to games. Hey, we'll get you going.
that's great. Appreciate it, Jimmy.
Drew,
Thanks
thank
for
you very
coming up.
much. Go
Yep.
Bears.
Yep, thanks. Now we're going to let you listen in to the famous Jackson Polar Bear Band. We are back here getting ready to start the second half at Robert Fife Stadium in Jackson Township, where the Jackson Polar Bears lead the Akron East Dragons 7-0. Jeff Tyler is on our play-by-play call here with me, Drew Sarakman, on Stark Media's YouTube Stream Game of the Week. Jeff's got a couple local scores he's going to give us the rundown on.
Yeah, so we got Carrollton 13, Manchester 0 at half. These scores are all at halftime. Triway 14-7 over West Holmes. Glen Oak coming out 36-7 over Shaker Heights.
Wow.
Jackson, as you know, 7-0. Lake 13-7 over Alliance at the moment. Hoover 21-6 over Bookdale. Massillon down in half, 20-10 against Moeller. We know Moeller's a tough opponent this year for sure. Menor 21, McKinley 7.
Wow, some interesting scores there. You know, I used to be the head coach down at Triway, and them and West Holmes is a big rivalry, and I'm pretty sure the last time that Triway beat them, I was the head coach there. So good job for the Titans up there on a tough West Holmes team. They got a quarterback, Zach Miller, who's a senior, who's really a stud there. Other scores that stick out, close game, Alliance and Lake. I knew that was going to be a good game. I saw Alliance last week. Scrimmage Hoover really took it to them. Lake is loaded this year. Got a transfer of the Portage County Player of the Year.
Wow.
And Zach Butler from Mogador. So Lake's really good there. Hoover, nice to see them get it together after a sloppy scrimmage, beating Bookdale at halftime. McKinley hanging tough, 2-score game up at Menor.
Yep.
You know, they continue to get better. And like
Menor's
you said,
always tough.
Moeller coming into Massillon. I heard it was a packed house over there. Tons of media covering the game. You know, a lot of high expectations on both sides. I'll tell you what, I know all offseason, those Massillon fans were not happy with how the season ended against Green.
Right.
You know, they lose. They can't come back here against Moeller week 1. They're going against a hungry Glen Oak team. Week 2 is putting up some points. You know, could be some unhappy people over there in Tigertown.
Yeah, and it's good to see Glen Oak getting back at it here, 36-7 over Shaker. You know, they've had a few rough years. Brought Coach Garcia back last year, trying to right the ship the best they can over there. It was just difficult through COVID over there, and you know, depleted numbers and such. But Coach is getting them back on track, 36-7 at half. So good to see Glen Oak on getting it rolling there.
Yeah, they had a good first scrimmage against Dover, from what I understand. Talking to Mike Cook, former St. Thomas head coach, who's Glen Oak's defensive coordinator now. They had a good first scrimmage against Dover, and then really struggled against Ursuline in the second scrimmage. Coach Garcia, you know, I know really challenged the staff and challenged the players. It looks like they answered the call. Up 30 points on the road week 1.
Right.
That's not easy no matter who you're playing.
Exactly, and you know, Shaker Heights is not an easy place to play in either. I haven't seen the numbers, but I assume the Burt brothers are a big part of that scoring.
Absolutely.
You know, the quarterback, the younger brother, the sophomore, saw him in a scrimmage against Ursuline, and he gets it. You know, he tucks it and runs, kind of a dual threat quarterback. So,
yeah, Jackson, you know, late coming out of the locker room here. They added 3 more minutes to the clock. East was out there ready to kick off, I believe. But just to recap the first half, really, it was Akron East with some chunk plays and then really making mistakes on special teams and on the defensive side of the ball, giving Jackson extra life. That's how Jackson scored their touchdown. Jackson's first score came. They punted the ball on 4th down. East fumbled it inside their 20. The next play, Jackson runs a reverse all the way down to the 1-yard line, punches it in.
On that bootleg.
Yeah, DeVude punches it in from a couple. Couldn't punch it in from a couple yards out. Then they passed it to Malloy there for the touchdown. You know, Lesko's settle in a little bit. Tough first game as a starter, but let's see if he can put it together in the second half. Akron East has had a few injuries. We still haven't seen their stud running back, Zaire Stevens.
Yeah.
Went out with an injury in the first quarter. Haven't seen him back. The big defensive end for them has been making some plays. But like we said, they've really hurt themselves with mistakes. But as we saw in the first half, all it takes for them is one play.
Right.
They've got so many athletes.
They
had
had
a one-score game. They could
yeah.
get back into it real quick.
They had 4 or 5 plays there that they nearly broke, maybe slightly overthrown. And I'm seeing Zaire over there running on the sideline. Looks like he's going to probably come back in the game. And, you know, Jackson had minimal mistakes, but, you know, they did hurt themselves down there with that fumble driving late.
They could have
Should have
put
put at least another 3 on there with their kicker. So both teams had a few mistakes there. Really, Jackson's the only team that capitalized on that. So, I mean, back to what you're saying, Drew, you know, they just got to keep containing East because those playmakers, you can see it. They get it in the open field. A couple broken plays there. That one play broken, quarterback came up, and then the Jackson DB bit and was coming downhill. And if he wouldn't have overthrown that ball, that was a 70-yard touchdown there.
Yeah. You know, missed opportunities. In a close game like this, you're going to look back at those plays and say, you know, woulda, coulda, shoulda. But we'll see what happens here as the last 30 seconds is winding down. We had a great halftime show, as always, by the Jackson Band. We had Jimmy Morehouse up here from the Horsemen, talked a little bit about what they do in supporting Jackson athletics in the community. Like we talked about before, great crowd here on an opening night. Jackson faithful really turned out to welcome in the new regime. First year, first game for head coach Jay Rohr, Stark County Football Hall of Famer Jay Rohr.
About to get things started here. Clock's on 0 here. Bears 7, Dragons 0. Kick team about to come on.
Again, a thank you to all of our sponsors, the Stark Media YouTube stream, Shag Sports Cards, The Den, in Jackson Township. Jeff, you've got a couple others right there.
Yeah, our title sponsor is CH Valos and Associates. They do auto, life, and homeowners insurance. So check them out, 330-494-2776. Also, Kishman's Fresh Market, located both in Minerva and Malvern.
When I was at Youngstown State with the football team, Matt Kishman from Minerva was a starter there on the offensive line.
Is that the same family?
Nice guy. Yep.
All
His
right.
family owns the IGA down there, so we appreciate the support from the Kishmans. Akron East set to kick off and start the second half here at Robert Fife Stadium. Got Kyle Benson back to receive for the Polar Bears.
And we are just about ready here. Get this second half on the way.
And Anthony Fuline, the speedster.
Ball down, player ready. Here comes the kick. Little short kick. Received it to 10. Room to run to the 20, 25, 26, 8. Oh, he's to the 33-yard line. Good return there. About 23-yard return.
Yeah, Kyle Benson on the return there. Nice job getting north and south. Jackson will take over at their own 35-yard line, 1st and 10. They had some success in the first half on some of those jet sweeps with, East over pursuing, cut underneath, see if they can keep up with that. Had some good job running the ball up the middle with Devude. Let's see if Lesko can lead his Polar Bears down the field.
It's all about adjustments, right? We're going to
Yep.
see which team adjusted from the first half. And 11:53 here, 1st and 10. We got 4 wide, man in motion again. Snap, low, caught it, running, 15. Good run there. Good run there. Broken play, low snap. Got about 13 yards out of that.
Yeah, Lesko was able to pick up that ball that rolled back to him. Akron East kind of stood around when that ball went on the ground. He just picked it up and picked up about 13 yards there.
Yeah, it looked like they all froze and was just looking at him, right? So we're back to 1st and 10 on the 49-yard line. 11:35 to play here. 7-0 Jackson. Snap, run, Devude, 8 up. Got 1 yard.
That Akron East defensive line's been pretty stout so far tonight.
So we're going to bring up 2nd and 9 on the 50-yard line.
Jackson brings a receiver out, subs out the fullback.
Got the Jackson fans getting into it here, hearing some chants, getting these kids going. 2nd and 9 on the 50. Got 2 receivers. One left, one right. We've got a man in motion here. We got two receiver left. Here comes the snap. Fake handoff, RPO. He kept it. Keeper got about, looks like about 4 yards, 5 yards out of that one.
Vesco on the keeper there, the quarterback.
Looked like a design play there. It's going to bring up 3rd down for Jackson. It'll be 3rd and 5 on the 46-yard line here. That looked like a design play to you there, Drew?
Yeah, I don't think there was a pass option there. I think he just faked the handoff and maybe ran a trap the other way.
We got 3 receivers, 2 left, 1 right, single back, 3rd and 5. Here comes the snap. Drops back, throws it, complete to the 40, 35, 30, 20, out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Great play in the flats. Just a quick hit.
Yeah, got it out there to the sophomore, Jamal Phillips, number 41 in the flats. Just a nice quick speed out of the slot. Put it right on him and for the big gainer.
Great play call. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 17-yard line. Back in the red zone here. Got 3 receivers.
Jackson picking up the pace on him again. Doing the hard count, trying to draw him off sides.
4 receivers now, single back on the 17-yard line. Snap comes, handoff to Devude. Got a couple that time. Trying to establish that run still, looks like it, which, not a bad idea, right?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that front 7 at East, they look good.
They're stout.
They haven't played the best all game. They've made some mistakes, but they look good up there. They look good in those white uniforms, looking like the Buckeyes.
OH.
Yeah,
So
go blue.
They shouldn't have put these 2 guys together up here. So it's going to bring 2nd and 8. Ball on a 16-yard line here. Jackson is threatening to score. 9:21 left in the 3rd. Got 3 receivers set, 2 right, 1 left. Single back, man in motion. Little fake jet sweep. Keeper up the middle to the 10. He's rolling to the 6-yard line.
That same play that you talked about a couple plays back.
Let's go
the
again.
Fake to the running back to Devude. Lesko takes it right up the opposite A gap. Gets a few yards. Jackson hurrying up again.
1st and 10, hurry up offense. Quick hit to Devude. Got hit. Oh.
We got a flag. I'm not sure everyone was set.
Looked like, we'll see what the call is. False start, Jackson.
Yeah, the thing about that hurry up offense is if you're a receiver, you got to get out there and get set right now so the quarterback can do what he needs to do. You can't be lollygagging, getting slow out there, getting set. You got to get out, get set, so he can snap the ball.
Going to bring up 1st and 11.
1st and goal from the 11, it appears, yeah.
So we've got 4 receivers this time, 3 left, 1 right. Sending in a new play here. Let's go looking at the sideline. Got Devude in the backfield here. Here's a snap, another keeper. That's working for him. Get in. Let's go down to the 3-4 yard line.
That time they led the back in, kind of a quarterback ISO. Double team on the front side, run the back through up on the front side linebacker, isolate him. Quarterback just followed right behind him. That's a nice run, nice play call there by Jackson to get about 4 yards.
Going to be 2nd and goal on a 3. Same 11 on the field. Got the play in here. Looks like 3 receivers set, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Devude still in the game. He's been running hard. Hasn't had much success up the middle, but he's been running hard. Another keeper, it's working for him, and touchdown.
Let's go in for the touchdown for the Polar Bears. A lot of quarterback run on that drive, and Lesko takes them into the end zone. Looks like Jackson and Lesko's really settling in at quarterback now. First game starting of the new season, first half, maybe some jitters, really settled in the second half. Jackson making the adjustments. Tough running the ball on the inside in the first half, able to do it with the quarterback in the second half.
Kick on coming up here with Landon Henry.
Snap.
Oh.
Throw into the end zone.
And nothing. Bad snap. kicker rolled out, tried to make a play, didn't work. 13-0, 7:54 to play. Jackson.
Huge drive for Jackson to start the second half. Puts it up to a 2-score game. Now if they can come out, they've been playing really disciplined defense. There was one play where they had a miscommunication in the secondary. But other than that, they are really taking Coach Jay Rohr's personality as a player. Focus, discipline, good tackling. And that's what we're seeing out of Jackson Polar Bears tonight.
Yeah, they ran that keeper a couple times in the first half. They must have saw something when it went into halftime because they ran that, 6 times there, I think, in that drive.
So what it appears to be doing is they're doing it out of 4 wide receiver sets, getting that extra linebacker out of the box instead of running it out of the 2-back, 3 wide receiver sets. And that kind of opened the box up there for Lesko for some runs. And like we said, Davude runs hard.
Right.
So those defensive backs, those linebackers, they're coming down trying to hit him. And no one's accounting for the quarterback.
Right.
So great adjustments there by Jackson. They're ready to kick off here, up 13-0. 7:54 to play here at Robert Fife Stadium on the Stark Media YouTube stream game of the week.
Ball is down and ready. And here comes the kick from number 22, Landon Hattery. Kicking away. Good one again. He's got some leg. And it's a touchback.
Into the end zone for the touchback there. So here comes Akron East for the first time in the second half on offense. Let's see if Zaire Stevens, their electric running back who was out most of the first half with injury, see if he comes back to the field. I'll tell you what, they need him because they are big player bust, throwing the ball down the field right now, and they need to be able to run the ball here.
Yeah, I saw him warming up there on the sideline. I did notice if he was in on defense there that last sequence because he does play both ways, but
yeah, I didn't see him in there on defense.
Might just be saving him for offense where they definitely need him, like you said. 1st and 10 here on the 20. Dragons ball.
And Zaire Stevens appears to be on the sidelines.
We've got 3 wide here again. Oh, quick jet sweep. Got some room. He's to the 25, 26-yard line.
Tristan Thomas with another good gain. Every time he's touched the ball, good things have happened.
Called his name several times this evening. Going to bring up 2nd down and looks like 4 yards. Got him in some space there. You got speed like that. Get him in some space. Good things happen.
We had Jackson player kind of limping up now. We had a little dust up after that play with one of the Jackson linebackers and the Akron East player.
Getting chippy a little bit, huh? So we got 7:46 left, 13-0 Jackson.
And they did call a personal foul there.
Oh, that hurts.
I believe on
another East mistake. They've hurt themselves all night.
That was Jackson stud linebacker Keegan Malloy who came off the field.
So 1st and 20 now. 7:36 left in the 3rd. We got 2 left, 1 right. Quick handoff. Nothing. Swallowed him up.
Jackson defensive line there really coming to play. Jaden Mauser and Colton Arnold teaming up to make the tackle.
Way to fill the gaps there for sure. 7-16 going to bring up 2nd and probably 19 yards. Yep. 2nd and 19. Ball on their own 11-yard line. Got to be careful here again.
Timeout on the field.
Looks like a Jackson timeout.
Now we got a player down for East. Appears to be number 1, Daryl Mitchell.
That's going to hurt him too. He's been a playmaker this evening. He's ran several balls.
So Jackson had the momentum in the first half, and then that turnover that East had, really gave them the momentum back. They weren't able to score before half, but now Jackson comes right back out in the second half, goes down the opening drive and scores to take the momentum back. Now East is looking at 2nd down and 3 sticks, about 20 yards to get the first down here. So let's see if Jackson can take advantage of the East mistake on the penalty. Again, East makes a good play.
Yep.
They were going to put themselves in a 2nd and 3 situation.
Right.
15-yard penalty, backs them up.
Those kind of mistakes are killer. especially in a low-scoring game like this. Everything is going to matter. 2nd and 19, ball on their own 11. They're going 4 wide this time. 3 left, 1 right. Cox on the play call here. Drops back pass, quick pass underneath. Oh, that could have been picked off.
They tried to set up the tunnel screen there to their tall wide receiver, Ronan Kelly, but Jackson corner was all over it.
That was close. Keegan Malloy nearly came up with a pick 6. Broke that one up. I think he was going for the tackle. Didn't realize he could probably catch that rock. But going to bring up 3rd and 19. Ball on the 11-yard line. And East escaped one there without question. That would have blown this game wide open.
If I'm East here, I spread it out. I swing the back, run a little quarterback draw, try to give yourself some space to punt the football back to Jackson.
3rd and 19. We got, like you said, 4 wide.
They're going to drop back to try to
make
throw
a pass.
it deep.
Oh, escapes it. Now he's running to the 10, the 15, the 18. Spin move. 20-yard line. Nearly got back to the original line.
Yep. Yeah, really dangerous play call there by East. I mean, Cox was in trouble right away. Thank goodness he has the athleticism to escape. He was in the end zone at one point on that scramble. Has the ability to get all the way back to the 20-yard line. Now brings up 4th and 10.
Nearly a safety there for sure.
Yeah, they will punt it back to Jackson here.
Athleticism saved them there. They got an extra 5 yards. He hit him with that Braxton Miller spin move. 4th and 10 here on their own 20. Here comes the punt. Oh, it's
short
weak
punt.
One.
Jackson saying get away from it.
Going to be Jackson's ball on the 49-yard line. Another slight mistake there. He's been punting pretty good all the game. Got a short one there. And great field position for Jackson coming out now. Up 13-0.
If hopefully Jackson can repeat the same efficiency they had on the last drive. They had a game plan. They were going to run the quarterback. They found Phillips on the nice speed out there. He had the big gain. So hopefully those miscommunications that they had in the first half are behind them. They can go down and put another score on the board.
If East wants to stay in this, they're going to need to get the defense to step up here. I see them kind of chirping at each other a little bit.
Yep.
Happens in the game. Maybe it's leadership. We'll see. 1st and 10 on the 49-yard line.
Definitely plenty of talent out there on the Akron East defense.
5:59 in the quarter. We got 2 wide, 2 running backs. Man in motion. Little fake jet sweep again. Dropping it over the top. Underthrown a little bit. 50-50 ball. Bounced around. What a catch!
Oh, what a catch!
Oh, wow. 50-50 ball. Bounced off hands, then ahead, and he came up with the catch. What a play.
Unbelievable play by Dane McCready's there.
And they're going to hurry up. 1st and 10, trying to catch East off guard already. Snap, hand off to
Davude with the
again.
cutback.
There you go.
On that last play, they did a motion behind the quarterback, fake to the back, fake to the end around guy, through the post, right down the middle of the field to Dane. He caught it, circus catch, bouncing all over the place. Big play for Jackson. They speed it up on the next play, gets 7 yards on 1st down. Now we're looking at 2nd and 3 on the East 13.
Akron East timeout. 5:26 left. You kind of feel like they were setting that play up all game.
Yeah, you know, they've done a really good job with the motions to try to set up other things. We saw the motion earlier into the flats that they hit the wheel route on, or they tried to throw the rear route on. They hit the motion earlier, hit the fullback in the backfield. You know, now they do that fake end around motion where they had the big gain that led to the first touchdown on the end around. They fake the handoff, fake the end around to the motion receiver, hit the post right down to the middle of the field to Dane McCready's. A great ball by Lesko. He's really settling in now in the second half. And now Jackson's threatening to go ahead 3 scores. Akron East, like we said, very talented, making a ton of mistakes tonight. Jackson's been opportunistic with those mistakes. Now Coach Hayes calls the timeout. Coach Marquise Hayes, who's been at East for quite some time now, a lot of success bringing that program back, but he calls a timeout to try to stifle this Jackson momentum.
It's going to be 2nd and 3. on the 11-yard line here. 5:26 in the third. Jackson looks composed, taking their time. Let's go with the call here. Three wide, 4 wide receiver. Let's go keeper again. Off tackle. Ate it up that time. They sniffed that one out. They've been waiting on that.
Yeah, he did not hit the hole fast enough there. Can't dance around against this East defense. That was number 5, Jaden Bell, came in with a big hit on Lesko that he's got to shake off now.
Flag down. Must be on Jackson. Talking to East coaching staff over there. False start. False start, Jackson. Going to bring up 2nd and 8 then on the 11.
I'm not sure if they call it false start or illegal procedure, but they should have blown it dead. I thought he said false start as well, but
it looked like false start, no? So now actually they've got the ball on the 16-yard line. 2nd and 8. They can still get a first. On the 17-yard line, 5 minutes left. 3 wide receivers, single back. Hand off to DeVude. He keeps it. Nope. RPO, he kept it. Kept it, got 8 up. Going to bring up 3rd down now. 3rd down and 8. No gain on that play.
yeah, I think that was kind of a read option there. Maybe not necessarily the run-pass option, but he was reading the end there to see what happens. He pulled it. Unfortunately, Akron East, has a lot of athleticism out there. They're able to recover, tackle Lesko, bring up 3rd and 10, like you said there.
Got 4 wide, 3 left, 1 right. DeVude still in the backfield. Drops back, takes off. He's to the 15, the 10, the 5, hits hard. Oh, he come downhill. The quarterback, you'll love to see that. Got to the 2-yard line. Going to get a first down on that on 1st and goal in the 2.
Jackson's going hurry up.
Hurry up again. I feel like it's going to be DeVude or a keeper again here at the goal line. DeVude with the ball. Oh, stuffed. Oh, he fought and got in.
You know what? DeVude kept those legs running, got into the end zone.
Touchdown, Polar Bears. 19-0.
I'll tell you what, the play that set up that play was Lesko being patient in the pocket, didn't see anything he liked downfield. Instead of trying to escape the pocket from the outside, he stepped up calmly, saw the opening, scrambled, ran hard, got him down to the 2-yard line.
That was all heart by DeVude there. He got hit hard at the 2, kept them feet moving, moved the pile.
Extra point is good.
So it's now 20-0. Jackson Polar Bears up. 3:58 left in the 3rd quarter here. Great run there. Great run, great drive. Stayed patient, like you said.
Yeah, Jackson really with a big, good start to the second half here on the Stark Media YouTube stream Game of the Week. Brought to you by a bunch of sponsors. We've got Shag Sports Cards, The Den in Jackson. We've got Kishman's IGA down at a couple different locations. Who else we got, Jeff?
We haven't talked about Simon Says Promotions. We've got the Tiger Store down there. We've got Spirit of Stark. So definitely a lot of people coming on board with us. Here at the end of the game, we're going to have to figure out player of the game, which is going to be sponsored by FinallyHearOhio.com. And that's HEAR Ohio.com.
Yeah, it's starting to get do or die time here for East. They haven't been able to muster much on offense, especially the second half. They've been going backwards.
And here's the kick. Another good one. Plenty of leg on him. He's putting them all into the end zone. And it's another touchback. Dragons are going to come out on their own 20. Down 20. Going to be 1st and 10. 3:58 left in the 3rd quarter. What's Akron East got to look at doing here?
You got to get the ball in your playmaker's hands quick. Stop trying to throw the ball down the field every time. I know that's the quick score, what they think, but they've got speed. Get the ball on those swing passes out. Get the ball on the jet sweep out. Make make Jackson run side to side before anything can open up to him. Really, since Zaire Stevens went out, they haven't done much on offense.
Right.
They've hit 2 big plays, broken plays. You know, Tristan Thomas has had some good gainers. You know, Cox is back there, quarterback running around for his life. So we'll see what they do here, taking over a first down on their own 20.
Looks like they're 5 wide here, man in motion, single back, 3 to the left. Quick hitter, like you said, and that might be a fumble.
That is backwards.
Get that.
I like the idea there. Poor execution. Get the ball in your playmaker's hands. He threw it behind him into the ground. Then the running back didn't know if that was a backwards pass or not. It definitely was. So they're going to lose yardage on that play.
Going to be on their own 11. Going to be 2nd and 18 now. Ball on their own 11, 12-yard line. 3:48 left. Well, they did what you said, Drew. They going for a quick hitter. They had a couple lead blockers there. Could have got some yardage out of that one. Looked like you just got a little bit jittery and got that out too quick, a little bit too low.
You know what happens sometimes is when you're struggling, you start to press, and that's when you start making mistakes.
Squeeze that ball a little bit too hard. 2nd and 18, drop back, looking to pass, throw to the flats, complete at the 25-yard line, fights it off, missed tackle. Oh,
Ronan
he's gone.
Kelly, he
50
is off
to the
40,
races. The 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown East. 3-4 missed tackles on that one.
We talked about him before the game. Number 6, Ronan Kelly, big, tall receiver. You know, I've actually known him for a long time since he was in middle school. He was not that big then, but a great play. Just a simple hitch, like we talked about. Throw the hitch, little 8-yard hitch, catch the ball, make someone miss, go get a touchdown. All you got to do is get in your playmaker's hands. A much-needed touchdown for Akron East. Make the score 20-6 as they come out to attempt the extra point.
Got 3:11 left in the third. That's a huge play there for East. Gets them back in this game. Like you said, Drew, just got to get that ball out quick, get it in your playmaker's hands. Made 2 guys miss immediately. Another spin move and went after the catch 60 yards. Great play there. Extra point up, nearly blocked, but it's good. 20-7. 20-7. Polar Bears still leading. Coaches out there getting these guys back together on the same page here. 3:11 left in the quarter.
Really a big score there for East. You know, we just talked about before the drive, they needed to do something. Got the ball in their playmaker's hands. He made someone miss and went. He is a big, long-strided, fast wide receiver.
I tell you what, the way he's built, he's thick. So he doesn't look like he's that fast, but he is.
Yeah, he's really long-strided there. You know, up until that point, maybe there were only 2 plays that Jackson had struggled tackling in the open field. But that was one of them, and all it takes is one. And he's gone. So Jackson's back to receive the kickoff now from Akron East. Who knows? Maybe Akron East tries something here, maybe a squib or an onside. You know, they've got the momentum in their pocket right now on their side. They've struggled on defense in the second half. Let's see if they try to make something happen.
Looks like Jackson's got some hands up there in the front, so they might be thinking that.
When you've got 90 players on the team, you can always find 5 that are skilled enough to play on special teams. Right?
Yeah. Here comes the kick. And he kicks it away, and it's a short kick again. Fielded, got blockers, running right. Cuts it up, made him miss. Good return there to the 37-yard line.
Another good return by Kyle Benson. Just trying to find a seam, getting north and south, being patient, not trying to do too much. And he puts Jackson in a good field position. I'll tell you what, Jackson's had great field position almost this entire game.
All game.
You know, East has been starting back inside their own 30, inside their own 20. Jackson, I can't remember the last time they started a drive inside their own 30.
Yeah, right.
So, you know, that's always great for an offense to start in good field position. You know, Lesko has had an amazing second half. You know, they've been running the ball, completed some nice passes. He's really settling in here at quarterback. Let's see if he can go down and get another touchdown.
We got 2 wide here, single back. 3:04 in the third, man in motion. Drops back, Lesko rolling left. Got nobody really? Ooh, what a
dangerous
good ball
play there.
Good ball, dangerous throw. Nearly could have been picked off.
It's really tough to roll out against Akron East. They've got 2 defensive ends that can run. And it was odd. They went tight end wing to the right and rolled him out to the left, but I didn't see anyone trying to pin on the defensive end, and Lesko was kind of running for his life from the get-go.
Yeah.
The corner was breaking on that pass, so really fortunate that nothing bad happened there for Jackson.
2nd and 10. Ball under 37 with 2:55 left in the third. Man in motion again. 2 in the back, 3 receivers.
Hand to the fullback. Nowhere.
Got nothing there. We got a penalty here. Not sure what that could be. Must have been a false start. It is. False start. I say Akron East wasn't moving there, so it couldn't have been offsides. It's going to bring up still 2nd down. 2nd down and 15 on the 42-yard line. I'm sorry, 31-yard line. 20-7. Jackson holding on to the lead. 2:46 and counting. It's 2nd and 15. Ball on the 32. We've got 4 wide receiver, 3 left. And Lesko is a lefty. Man in motion. Here comes a play. Fake jet sweep again. Threw it.
Throw the
quick
tunnel
out.
screen.
They tell you what, athleticism came up there and stuffed that out. Threw a quick screen to the left.
Yeah, just, I understand Jackson's had some success with the motions, moving guys around, but when you're doing that stuff side to side, that was a little too slow developing with all that speed at Akron East. Jackson went backwards on this drive. Now they're going to have to punt the ball, and it's looking at about 3rd and 22. Give the ball back to East, who just scored a touchdown. Momentum may be shifting here.
Big 3rd down here. At least get some yards. Give yourself a chance to get a good deep punt, or who knows, get a big play here. 3rd and 23. 4 receivers. Drops back to a pass. Quick throw over the middle. Was wide open. Got rushed, though. Has some pressure up the middle. Didn't have much time to complete that, or he would have probably got 25 yards on that play. Going to bring up 4th down and 23. They're going to be on their own 25-yard line. We got Garrett Wright coming into punt.
We did it again. Called Jarrett Wright from the Indians.
I watched too much baseball, man.
All right, Ronan Kelly and Thompson back to receive the kick. Kelly, who just scored the touchdown.
Punts away.
Line drive.
Fumbled again.
That's Kelly.
And they got, Jackson ball.
I'll tell you what, Ronan Kelly, that's his 2nd muff punt of the game.
And he got a couple guys hurt, too.
But it is tough when you're that long with those long arms to catch those punts.
Yeah.
Especially the ones coming at your feet. He's 6'2", 6'3". He's got to bend all the way down with those long arms. There's a lot of space to go through there. You got to get underneath it. Put your elbows together as much as you can. Trap that ball right in your forearms there. Another mistake by East.
Those line drive punts, he's been doing it all night, and they've had trouble with it left and right. Looks like a cramp. Okay. Looked a lot worse than that at the moment. He was down for a while, wasn't moving. Is that Ronan down? Can you tell?
No, I believe that's number 22.
Looks like a cramp. And Drew, I saw this, like you said, I was at the Fairless game last night, and I'm not kidding you, 8 plays in a row, kids were down with cramps. We had to stop the game. Is that common this early in the season?
Yeah, it usually is these hotter games. And one thing that I think contributes to it, you have to hydrate 2 or 3 days before the event. The other thing is you get these kids that's all about flash now. They want to wear the high socks. They want to wear the tights. You can't wear those things on your calves.
Yeah.
It's sucking away the moisture. It's really compressing them, and that's why you have the cramps.
Yeah.
So you got to hydrate. You got to have some salt intake. A lot of teams around here have the mustard packets on the sideline to get some sodium and get some salt in you, during the game. Not something I would do. I hate mustard.
They still do pickle juice, or is that
pickle
no longer
juice?
a thing?
Pickle juice is another one.
All right, so we've got 1st and 10, Jackson ball. 1:35 left. Jackson still winning 20-7. Ball on a 43. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Draws back for the pass, going deep. 50-50 ball again. Kind of gave up on it. Could have fought for that, I think.
Couldn't complete it there. Akron East was all over. Jackson's just trying to take a shot on first down. Lesko's been playing really well, trying to give him an opportunity to make a play. But, you just run those simple deep routes on East, who already plays pretty far off because of their speed. It's tough to just complete those goes.
Going to bring up 2nd and 10 on the 43-yard line again. Oh, looks like offsides.
Yep.
Hard count got him. Lesko has been cadence changing a little bit. First time he got him. That's a little bit of a momentum changer there. You just went deep. Defense is coming back a little bit. And like you said earlier, Drew, you get tired late in the game, make some mental mistakes. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5 now. Ball on the 38-yard line, 1:29 to play. Jackson still up 20-7. Got 4 receivers set again, 3 left, 1 right. DeVude in the backfield. And the quarterback right behind DeVude. Great move down to the 27-yard line. Lesko just following DeVude right up the hole. Saw the slot, kicked left, and got some yardage out of that one. Going to get first down. 120 and ticking. Ball on the 27-yard line. And it looks like Jackson's going to take their time here, run some clock, up by 2 scores. 1st and 10 on the 27. Looks like they're going 4 wide again. We've seen either DeVude or a QB draw on this quite a bit. See if they put anybody into motion this time. Hand off to DeVude up the middle. Got nothing.
Swallowed up.
Got 8 up.
Yeah, big number 8 again. Antonio Sando Boscom, the big defensive end for East. He's played really well. It's his 3rd tackle for loss tonight. Put a couple quarterback pressures. East has some playmakers. They're just making way too many mistakes.
So is that a case where you're just going to, work the clock, run off tackle, see what you get?
Jackson just
down.
needs to run their offense right now. No need to do anything crazy. You're having some success and just do, what you've been doing until they stop you.
Brings up 2nd and 8. Ball on the 25. Hand off to DeVude again. He bounces it outside. Got room to run. Kicks it in. Oh, he's gone. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, DeVude.
Nice run there. The
Great
offensive
run.
line is really starting to wear down East. The offensive tackle on the right side there, Colton Arnold. Colton Arnold really had a great block to spring DeVude off the edge. He takes it in for the long touchdown, puts Jackson back up on top, 26-7 as they attempt the extra point.
Great vision there. He had a hole, bounced it out a little bit, made a guy miss, and was to the house. Extra point good. 27-7 Jackson takes back control of this game. 8 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. East is going to have to come up with something pretty big here quick.
Yeah, last time Jackson scored, East came back and answered. They're going to need to do that again because Jackson's really taking control of this game now, up 20 points as we approach the 4th quarter. Another local update, a halftime score. It's Struthers 21, St. Thomas Aquinas 0.
Wow.
Another area game of interest. We've got in the 3rd quarter Canfield 28, West Branch 19. And Moeller just extended Massillon just cut the Moeller lead to 36-16 with 4 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. So Moeller going into Tigertown, putting it to the Tigers.
Well, we kind of heard about that, right? We heard Moeller's putting on one of the best teams on the field in years, as far as they say. But got another update here too. Glen Oak 43-7 at the end of 3rd. Kick here on the way. Another one deep, and it's another touchback. So Glen Oak 43-7 at the end of 3 over Shaker. So it sounds like the Flying Eagles or Screaming Eagles are going to be able to do something over there.
Yep, they're coming back. And what another great kick by the Jackson kicker here.
Yeah, he's been booting it deep all night. Number 22, Landon Hattery.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. I went to the Central Catholic Perry game last night, and my father-in-law and I were talking about, Perry was putting the ball in the end zone every single time, and what a weapon that is. To make your opponent start from the 20, the percentages go down when you're starting from the 20 every time. So that's a great weapon for Jackson and really the Jackson defense.
Right.
He's just as much part of the Jackson defense by pinning East back every time.
Special teams is really doing it well for Jackson tonight. 8 seconds left in the third. Quick pass out in the flats. Oh, it's got some speed. Got it around. 50, 40, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown East. Drew, you called it again. Number 2, Tristan Thomas again. I tell you, that kid's got wheels. He got it out. Quick pass, like you said. They just got to get it to their playmakers, give them some space, and let them do their thing, and that's what happened.
Yeah, people try to overcomplicate this game. And sometimes, if you've got the playmakers, you just got to get them the ball quick. Yep. Doesn't matter how you get them the ball. Just get them the ball quick and let them run. And that's all that happened there. A few years ago, Aquinas had Asian Burt, and I think that kid scored, 5, 6, 7 touchdowns just on bubble screens alone.
Yeah.
You get them the ball and let them go to work. And that's exactly what they did right there to Thompson again. Jackson scores. East comes right back with the big play.
Extra point about to happen here. 27-13 right now. Extra point away, and looks like it was blocked. Blocked by Jackson. No good. 27-13. End of the third.
Looks like Des Zimmerman off the edge there to block the extra point.
And he's been close all night. Their other score, he was in there. A couple punts, he's been in there. So we're at the beginning of 4 here. 27-13. Going to be Jackson's ball.
At the end of the third quarter here, we'll thank some of our sponsors. Shag Sports Cards, your hookup for the latest and most exclusive cards that hit the market. Card breaks, sealed wax, hobby boxes, blaster boxes, individual cards. Make sure you visit us at www.shagsportscards.com and at our new North Canton store at 1300 South Main Street. It's a rear entrance there at the building, and they open that store Labor Day weekend.
We've also got the Den, located 7188 Fulton Drive in Jackson Township. It's your one-stop shop for Jackson Polar Bear spirit gear and apparel. Visit us online at thejacksondен.com or give us a call at 330-880-5038.
All right, so East gets back in it here. It was looking grim there for a minute, but one play, one touchdown.
One play puts them right back in it. They got an entire quarter. They've got a couple timeouts left here. So they've got plenty of time. Kick about to be on the way. Kicker's ready. Slight delay here. And kick away. Short again. Received at the 20, 25, 30, 35. Runs hard. I tell you what, Drew, you're dead on with that. They've been kicking short all night, giving Jackson all kinds of good field position. They've been to probably the 40-45 every time on a kickoff.
And like we said, number 21, Kyle Benson for the Polar Bears, has really done a great job just catching that ball, getting north and south.
Going to be 1st and 10 on their own 40-yard line for the Polar Bears. Probably look to them go back to the running game here, maybe take some clock off, run some clock. Same set we've seen quite a bit. 2 left, 2 right, 4 receivers, 1 in the backfield. Devude still. Man in motion, fake sweep, and keeper didn't go well. Ate that one up. Should have handed that one off, I think. So 27-13. Going to bring up 2nd down and 12. Ball on the 37-yard line.
Big play here, 2nd and long. A lot of people look to 3rd down for the big play, but this 2nd and long is a big play. Got to get into a manageable situation so you're not pressing to complete that long 3rd down conversion.
3 wide this time, 2 right, 1 left. Devude still in the game. Let's go with the ball. Hands off to Devude. He cut it back again. He's running, stumbling. 45, 40, 30, 25, 20, 10, 5, touchdown to Vude. What a run.
Wow. He had a nice cut back there, and I'll tell you what, he showed us some speed that I didn't know he had.
He turned on the burners. Looked like Nick Chubb getting through that hole in that one.
He outran the entire East defense, who is very fast. Devude running hard, showing the burners. 2 long touchdown runs.
Wow.
2 drives in a row.
Impressive. We're looking at the replay, and he just ran away from all those DBs. That was impressive. Kicked it out. Now we're 33 to 13.
I'll tell you what, if Jackson holds on to win this, it's going to be tough to choose the finally here Ohio player of the game between him and Lesko in this second half.
Oh, botched. They dropped it.
We had a
So it was a
botch,
botched snap. Kicker threw it, had a man open, but they dropped it in the end zone. Would have been 2. 33 to 13. So Jackson's back up by 3 scores. 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Special team error there again.
Kind of back and forth here now
Yeah.
between East
Battle
and
of
Jackson.
special teams. I think those things drive coaches crazy, don't they?
Oh, yeah, special teams mishaps. But, hey, that's
First
what
game
can
of the year.
happen week 1 sometimes. So
33 to 13, Bears holding on to the lead. Really kind of the game of the fewer mistakes. Couple big plays by both. East had a couple big passing plays. Jackson just came back with some back-to-back big runs.
Yeah, a lot of action here. So to reset it for you real quick, it is 33-13 Jackson over East here in Jackson Township on the Stark Media YouTube stream game of the week.
And that, like you said, that drive started with a short kick, great return to the 40. And now Jackson scores, gets the ball back, and we're going to watch Jackson kicker probably booted into the end zone for about the 6th time tonight.
I'm not even going to watch this one. I know it's going in the end zone.
So the kick is up, it's away, and it is no surprise. Oh, no, they're letting him take it back. He was in. Number 6, run it to the 20, 21, 22, fighting.
I must have jinxed him.
Well, you jinxed him. That's the first time he hasn't got it across the line.
His heels were on the goal line when he caught that.
I don't
I'll tell
know.
you that.
So what's the rule there, Drew, if it goes by the ball?
Yeah, the ball has to cross the line.
So his foot was definitely in. The ball did not cross.
Also, it's just the ball. If the player's foot's on the line, they give him the benefit of the doubt. The ball didn't cross.
So he returned that back to really if he would have just let it go. They're back to about the 21-yard line. 10:53 here in the fourth quarter. Dragons are going to have to come up with something, get a quick score, and get back in this game. Not much time left. They got 2 timeouts left. Taking their time on the sideline, getting in some good plays, probably putting in more than one play at a time. 10:53 to go. Getting pretty late for East.
Jackson's got to stop the big plays here. They need to have a good defensive series, get the ball back, run the clock, put the game away.
So I'm not real sure what this formation is here. We don't even have a quarterback in the game. All right.
They're a little slow getting out. I'd like to see a little better sense of urgency down 20 points in the fourth quarter.
19 seconds on the play clock. Man in motion. Fake the handoff. Drop back. Screen play.
East in the open field again.
Got 6 yards, 8 yards on that. Mitchell on the catch. 10:39 left. Going to bring up 2nd and 1.
I'll tell you what, another big score update, a surprise here. St. Ed's, who's the #1 team in Ohio that everyone believes, has a 3-point lead only with 3 minutes to play on Toledo Central Catholic.
Wow.
So a team that's smaller to them is giving St. Ed's all they want there. One of the other teams that's regarded to be one of the best in Ohio, like we talked about, Moeller's really putting it to the Massillon Tigers over there at Paul Brown Tiger Stadium.
All right, so we're back to action here. It's 2nd and 1. 10 minutes left. Like you said, need more urgency. 4 receivers set. Drops back. Taking off to run. Throws it to flats. Complete at the 40, 45,
Thompson again.
50, 40, 35, 36-yard line. Thompson again with the catch.
I'll tell you what, great patience there by Justin Cox, the quarterback at East. Stepped up in the pocket, found Tristan Thomas again. He's got a lot of catches tonight for a lot of yards.
Well, and what's his yak yards, too? He's catching the ball about 10, 12 yards deep and going for another 30, 40.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what these stats are after the game. Jackson's really dominated kind of the time of possession, I think, but East is just hitting these big plays time after time.
Got 4 wide, single back, man in motion again. Drops back, not much open, going deep, 50-50 ball.
A little bit underthrown.
No, underthrown. Defense was there. Incomplete pass.
Now I don't like that play call at all. You've just
Not
had
after what they just
success.
did.
You've just had success 2 drives in a row,
Yep.
throwing short passes, getting run after the catch, and now on first down, you're going to load up and throw it 40 yards down the field.
Right.
Get the ball to your playmakers.
And that play hasn't worked all night. The only thing they've had the success on, like you said, getting it in the flats, throwing outs, quick hitters.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this Jackson defense is athletic enough to run with these guys and go up on the 50-50
On the deep
balls.
balls, on the deep balls, absolutely.
Yep.
It's really tough to chase down these East players side to side.
Right. We got 2nd and 10, ball on a 36. Quick snap, and we got a penalty here.
Another low snap. The snap's been low all night for Justin Cox there at quarterback.
Looks like illegal motion. 2nd and 10. Going to bring up 2nd and 15, looks like. 9:18 left. Timeout, Akron East, I believe.
They're saying it was before the play, so there's going to be no penalty.
They call timeout ahead?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, quick update here. Jackson 33, Akron East 13, 9:18 left in the 4th. Been a great weather night. Minimal injuries.
Another score update. It is North Canton Hoover 28, Akron Buchtel 6.
Wow.
Mason Ashby, to start the second half, had a 99-yard kickoff return for a touchdown.
Wow. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 still. They got the timeout in time. 2nd and 10 on the 36. 9:18 left. Same 4 wide set, single back. Cox on the play here. Another low snap. Came up with it. Got pressure up the middle. He's scrambling. Great play again to Thomas. Got clear to the 27-yard line.
Actually, that might have been Darrell Mitchell on that catch.
You're right.
But again,
I'm just used to saying Thomas. He's been on catching them all night.
it's more or less it has been him. Another score update late in the game. It's Struthers 49, St. Thomas Aquinas 0.
Ouch.
My Knights are getting thumped.
Ruh-roh. So to bring it back, that was a first down for East. 1st and 10 on their 24. On Jackson's 24. 8:47 and ticking. Down 20. I don't see much urgency here from East.
They still have some time, but they are down 3 scores. Cox steps up
Broken
in the
play.
pocket, throws it deep. Great ball. Touchdown.
Wow. Broken play, stepped up in the pocket, found his guy over the top.
Guess who? Tristan Thomas. He is taking over this second half. We talked about it at the beginning. Zaire Stevens, their electric running back, exited the game in the first quarter. Took them 2 quarters to find a rhythm in offense. And I think they found something that works now.
Yeah.
Just spreading the field out, spreading Jackson out, getting the ball out of their hand quick. And then that one, they turned the quick hitch into the wheel route for a touchdown. Jackson, after this score, really needs to get the ball, grind out some time, ground some clock, because their defense is struggling right now. Looks like East is going to go for 2. They broke the huddle with 12 people. They're not going to call the penalty for some reason.
Plays
Cox
back, fade, touch, got it.
He pushed
Extra
off.
2.
He pushed off for the 2-point conversion.
Definitely pushed off.
The
If you can
officials
see it
aren't
up
going to
here.
call that one either.
So, 33-21. 8:31 left. Couple broken plays there. They turned into something for East.
Another score update for you now. Lake Another touchdown, 2 in a row, to take a 34-14 lead over Alliance with 10 minutes to play.
Sounds like a good game.
One more score update before we kick off again. Carrollton takes care of business against Manchester, 34-13.
All right, so to bring you back to speed here, 33-21 Jackson. East going to be kicking off. They've kicked it short all night, given the Polar Bears some great field positions. Like you said, they're probably going to do some, get the ball, maybe some Davude up the middle, run some clock, play off that.
Get the ball to Davude a couple times up the middle. He's been running the ball great the past couple drives. Let Lesko run it a little bit. He's been running the ball well in the second half. And really grind some clock. Because really,
you're up 12.
The past 3 possessions, they've had no answer for East on defense.
So you feel like, to keep this from getting real interesting, you feel like they got to put at least 3 on the board here. Get up 2 scores, over 2 scores. And
I'm not even sure they have to score, but I'd like to see them take 4.5 minutes off the clock. If they give the ball back to them, they flip the field position a little bit. Now they've got to score twice in 4 minutes, which they're very capable of doing.
Right, that's my point there,
So, that's the thing. Give your defense some time to make some adjustments on the sideline. They had a short drive last time. Their defense has no time to make an adjustment. They're right back out there. East goes down and scores again.
So taking a lot of time here for this kickoff.
One last score update. It's a final. Green 55, Akron Ellet 8. So Green picking up where they left off last season with a big win to start week 1.
Okay, we finally got a kickoff here. Short again. Caught it to 10. Rolling to the 20, the 30. He's got blockers. 25, 30, 40, 50, 40. Oh, he's gone. Flag down. He is gone. Touchdown, Jackson. Looks like a block in the back, though, at about the 45-yard line.
Kyle Benson, all night we've been talking about his patience, his vision, just going north and south. He found a crease, took it to the house. We're going to have to wait to see on the flag, but I believe that's going to be on Jackson.
And it was. What a shame. They had great blockers, great lead blockers, followed them up. Didn't even need to do that.
I'll tell you what, as a coach, I'll say I never want a touchdown to come off the board, but had that Jackson defense gone right back out there, I think East would have gone down and scored again. They need to make some adjustments on that sideline. First half, we were raving about Jackson's defense.
Right.
All of a sudden, second half, boom, 21 points.
Well, so they got some guys playing both ways, maybe a little fatigue setting in. Great return there.
He's been doing a great job all night.
All the way back now to their own 34. 1st and 10. Like you said, the good news here, they've got the ball. 8:20 left. They've been running the ball well the last 3 series. Take some time off the clock, milk it, and give yourself a chance to get a W and get out of here.
Yeah, don't go too crazy conservative, but do what you've been doing. Gain some yards. Be safe, nothing crazy. Now, hey, East is putting their big defensive end in the middle now to make a difference in the running game. And there's the difference right there. He goes right up the middle, tackles Lesko for a loss.
You saw it and caught it.
So big adjustment there for Akron East, putting Antonio Sandal Bascom from defensive end into defensive tackle, knifes right in, makes a loss, tackle for loss on 1st down.
There's some sweet names in this game, isn't there?
Yep.
Antonio Sandal Bascom.
And I'll tell you what, I think we're going to be saying his name on Saturdays in the future, too, because he is a hell of a player.
Yeah, big guy, explosive. So 2nd and 12 here for the Polar Bears. Ball on a 33. Got 2 receivers. Off to running back.
Hey, you know what? You know who blew up that play again was the same guy.
Yep.
They moved him in. Now we're getting a little chippy down there between the linemen. But, hey, East made an adjustment. Moved Antonio Sandal Bascom into defensive tackle. 2 plays in a row, he's in the backfield. Now Jackson's looking at 3rd and long, 3rd and 8.
So East is now starting to show some fire, and You know, if they would have been jacked up like that, they might have stopped on the last 3 drives before. So we got 3rd and 8, ball on the 37. Clock running. Play clock is not. Clock down below 7 minutes.
They bringing the trainer out on the field. Officials timeout.
Well, the play clock is not moving, but the game clock is. They're probably letting them know maybe the game clock is broke.
Maybe they're
play clock, rather.
They just got to adjust it, maybe.
Got a coach running across the other field, kind of giving them a heads up on what's going on. So 6:53 left. 33-21. It's Jackson's ball, 3rd and 8. Whether they get this first down or not, got to run, keep the clock rolling. And not sure what's going on here. Coach ran across the other side of the field. My guess is it's the play clock issue. So we got to start starting to figure out who's going to be player of the game.
I'll tell you what, to start the second half, you know, Lesko was really good there, made some great plays, put himself in a position. But DeVude really coming alive here the past couple drives with big. It's going to be a tough decision if they hold on.
DeVude was quiet for 2.5, 3 quarters, but he just caught his stride. 3rd and 8, ball snap, dropping back. Oh, he's sacked. Oh, he got out of it.
Guess who? Guess who was in there from the defensive tackle?
Your guy.
Antonio Sandal Bascom. He might be the best player on the field. I mean, he just went 3 plays totally unblocked. They move him defensive tackle. He just goes right in there and just swallows up Lesko.
May have been a different game if he was lined up there all night.
Woo.
Ate that up. So it's bringing on 4th and 14.
Huge drive coming up. This next drive will dictate this game. If East can go down and score, it's going to be electric to the end. If Jackson can get them off the field quick, run out some clock, it might be all she wrote with them up 12 points.
So here comes the punt. It's away.
See if East can
it's
catch
high
this one.
This time. Caught it, and he's off.
Tristan
Great
Thomas.
Open field tackle.
It's our special teams demon there, Kyle Benson on the tackle.
He was one of the only guys to beat. He gets outside of that, he's going for at least 30.
He's put on a heck of special teams performance. Great returns. The kickoff, unfortunately, got called back. A couple tackles there on special teams. You know, those are the type of players that help you win games.
Yep.
It's not just about scoring touchdowns. Kyle Benson has had an unreal game for Jackson.
One-on-one situation against nothing but speed, and he won that.
Mm-hmm. Really interesting drive here. 5:54 to play. Akron East taking over on their own 32-yard line.
33-21 Jackson. Ball snapped. Looking deep. Takes off, he's running, and just falls on the carpet.
You know,
now we got a flag.
I don't
understand this.
I hate to criticize, but you've had success
Yep.
doing one thing, and now you want to fake it and try to throw the ball deep. First off, you're going trips into the boundary where there's no space.
Yeah.
All you see is bodies lumped together.
Right.
You know, if you want to do something like that, put the trips to the field, give yourself some space. They tried to fake the screen there and throw it deep. Jackson wasn't fooled. And now, because of it took so long, you've got a holding penalty that puts you back 10 more yards after that.
Are you surprised with their speed that they are not doing any kind of jet sweeps, slants, anything like that?
A little bit, but, you know, hey, sometimes, you know, to run those jet sweeps, you still have to have an offensive tackle to reach the end.
And they're doing it again. Trips left on the short side. Quick bubble screen.
He's going to reverse
Bouncing
his
out,
field.
got clobbered.
Not a recipe for success there. Putting the trips into the boundary, you're compressing all your speed.
Yeah.
You're putting it in one place. You're playing in a phone booth with Jackson. Right. You don't want to do that. You want to play in the field with Jackson like you've done the past 3 drives that have resulted in touchdowns.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and 22 on their own 19-yard line. 5 minutes left in the game.
They're playing right into Jackson's hands by doing that.
So this time, a little different. They got 4 receivers set, 2 left, 2 right. 2nd and 22, drops back, 15-yard out, and kept him in bounds. Great defensive play there. Not only to make the tackle, kept him in bounds, clock running, Going to bring third down, and I think they had it wrong on the clock a moment ago. Be 3rd and 8, looks like. 3rd and 11. 4:20 and counting. 33-21. Drops back, makes the pass. Same play as last time. Threw it out. Threw it away.
Big play coming out here for the East Dragons. 4th and 13. 4 minutes, 17 seconds to go.
Got to figure this is a game for them.
12.
Got to get this
first down. They can score quick, but this is a huge play.
Down 2 scores, 4 minutes left. Clock is stopped, 4:17. East does have a timeout left, but they got to convert this 4th down. It's 4th and 14. Ball on their own 29, down 2 scores. And somebody took a timeout, not sure who yet.
So to kind of reset the second half here, Jackson was up at half, 7-0, correct?
Yep.
7-0 and a half. 14,
yeah.
7-0 and a half. They come out right to start the second half, go down the field, score.
Yep.
Playing great defense. All of a sudden, East finds out, hey, we've got athletes. We just got to get them the ball in space.
Right.
They start throwing quick things here and there. Guys are going 60 yards here, 70 yards there, 80 yards there. And it's a game.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, Duvernay says, hey, I ain't letting this happen. He puts the team on his back.
He
takes 2 long touchdown runs.
Showing speed we haven't seen from him. He just
take off.
Both of those runs were impressive.
So, you got to think, if East doesn't make all those mistakes at the beginning of the game, what would we be looking at here?
Yeah, it would be way more interesting, if not even Jackson behind.
But hats off to Jackson as we start 4th down here.
We got 4 receivers, and Jackson takes a timeout. They got 2 left now. So Jackson wanted to see what they were coming out with. They came out in a 4 receiver set, 3 right this time on what you would say the better side, right?
Yeah, the wide side of the field. Yep. We call the tight side when the ball's on the hash to the sideline. We call that the boundary. Away from that, we would call the field. So they're putting the trips to the field there to create some more space. If it's me here on 4th down, I put our man Tristan Thomas in the slot there. Run the 3rd wide receiver, the 1 wide receiver deep, and tell him, hey, find a space.
Find a spot.
Find a spot in there, get it, and let him go. Complete the pass to him at about 8 yards, 6, 7, 8 yards, and let him try to make a man miss, which he's done all night.
And I'm surprised, East hasn't really taken advantage. The middle has looked open all night on maybe some screens or dump passes, something. They really haven't. They've been staying out to the sticks a little wide and going deep. So we're going to see what's happening here. We got a coach on the field. All right, they were 3 to the right now. They're 2
2
left.
by 2.
2 by 2, single back. 4:17 left, down 2.
And we got a false start.
False start. Another Akron East mistake. Film is not going to be fun tomorrow.
It will not.
So that's going to push him back. 4th and 19. Now they're going to go 19 yards on their own 24, down 12. 4:17 to go. Taking their time to get this play in, but
Stark Media, YouTube Stream Game of the Week.
Got 2 by 2 again, single back, drops back, looking to go deep, has room, over the middle, like we said.
Guess who?
Ball to the 50-yard line, complete pass.
Tristan Thomas.
1st down, East.
Like we said, put Tristan Thomas in the slot, let him find a space in the middle of the field. That's exactly what East did.
Drew, that like I just said a moment ago, that's been open all night long. That's the first time they went to it, and they picked up 30 yards.
Yep.
1st and 10 on the 49-yard line, 4 minutes left, clock running. Low snap again, steps up in the pocket. He's taking off. He's got plenty of room to run. 40, 35, slides, gives himself up at the 32-yard line.
First back-to-back 1st downs now for East. Let's see if they pick up the tempo. Under 4 minutes to play, they need to pick up the tempo a little bit as they're down 2 scores. They have no timeouts left either, I believe. Yes.
Correct. They're out of timeouts.
No timeouts. They need a sense of urgency. There's only 4 minutes left. You've got to score here before the 2:30 mark, maybe before the 3-minute mark to even have a chance to get the ball back.
We're 2 by 2 again. Snap is up. Snap's good. Pressure up the middle. Throw in deep. Open. Touchdown East.
Touchdown East. Justin Cox, complete deep to Trevon Bratton. And
35-yard
this
strike.
fourth quarter and end of the third quarter has been a nightmare defensively for Jackson. Absolute nightmare.
Guess where they threw that ball, Drew?
Right down the middle of the
Right
field?
down the middle. 2 in a row. 33-27.
I'll tell you what, I don't want to be the team that plays Akron East week 2
No.
now that they've discovered what it takes to be successful on offense. I mean, really, they've scored 4 touchdowns maybe in their last 12 plays.
Right.
Maybe
Big
10 plays.
And you can see the playmakers they have, like you said from the beginning.
They're going for two again.
Going for 2 to make it a 3-point game. Drops back, throws another fade. Nope, nobody that time. Miscommunication. Supposed to be a fade, and he ran in. Incomplete.
They went for 2 there, would have only made it a 4-point game.
Oh, yeah, sorry, 4-point game. Correct.
4-point game.
Yep. That's an interesting call. I guess it really doesn't matter.
Jackson comes down, kicks a field goal now.
Not too many 4-point plays, is there?
Here's the thing, though. You're down 6.
Yeah.
Jackson comes down, kicks a field goal, puts them up 9.
Right.
If you just kick the extra point, you have an opportunity to tie
Correct.
with a touchdown 2-point conversion. Now you lost that opportunity.
Yeah.
Don't go for 2 in a tight game until you need it.
Right.
Now they passed up the 1 point. So if Jackson goes down, puts any points on the board, it's game over.
Yeah.
So really a coaching mistake there by Akron East. Take the 1 point, make it a 4-point game. Even if Jackson scored some field goal, you go down, have a chance.
Correct. So 3:31 left in the game. 5-point game now. Jackson definitely doesn't want to have to go back on defense. They've been getting shredded here the last
I'll tell you what,
quarter.
if I'm Akron East, I'm not kicking it to Kyle Benson. Jackson really taking their time to get out there. I mean, they may get a delay here on the kickoff, which I think needs to take more often. There's no reason these teams, should take so long to get their kicking team off the field.
Well, and he may have the leg even with a penalty to get it there, but you definitely don't want any of these guys running or giving them an opportunity to kick off and take it.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff, we got a 10 o'clock reservation down at Sparta Lounge for a steak, so we got to get down there.
Right. I'm ready for that. I am ready for that. Good call. 3:31 left. East just scored. Bears up by 5. So obviously this is going to be the possession of the game here. See if they can keep that running game going. It's going to really hurt the Dragons. They're out of timeouts. Jackson's running game has been solid this whole half. So we will see what happens. So 3:31, Jackson timeout. Jackson calls a timeout. So another timeout, 3:31 left, 5-point game. Jackson needs to get the ball and just run the clock off. No timeouts for East. Going to take this time to thank a sponsor, C.H. Valos and Associates, 1302 South Main Street in North Canton, 330-494-2776. They specialize in home, auto, and life insurance. Also, Kishman's Fresh Market, located in Minerva and Malvern. Simon Says Promotions, Tiger Store, Spirit of Stark. And we're going to have to figure out real soon here the finally HereOhio.com player of the game. Plenty of guys to choose from. Lots of big plays. 3:31 left in the game. Again, it's a 5-point game. Taking a long time to come out from this timeout. East has kicked it short all night long and given Jackson some great field position. So they're up against the wall. We'll see what they can do. Kick about to come. 3:31 left. Whistle. We're about ready. It looks like he's going to kick it out of bounds. No, they're going for the onside.
Oh.
Hands team, come up with the rock.
Really not a great opportunity.
No.
You got to wonder how many opportunities they've had to practice that in the preseason.
Well, you know what, though, Drew? It's about the same field position they've had all night kicking
Yeah,
it away.
that's true.
So you might as well take
You
a
might
chance
as well.
at
That's
it
a great point,
and
Jeff.
see what happens. You probably should have did that the last 2 times.
Yep. So Jackson takes over, 6-point lead, 3.5 minutes to go in the game. On the Stark Media YouTube Game of the Week, we appreciate everyone out there listening, anyone that's going to be listening to us on the replay. Thank all of our sponsors. Thank the hospitality here at Jackson High School. Everyone in the press box is great. Great place to call a game at. Great crowd tonight. And Jackson going to see if they can run this last few minutes off the clock and get out of town with a win.
And it looks like you're going to take a knee. A little early for that.
No,
they got a man in motion. Hand off to Davude. Got hit. Broke a tackle. Oh, I tell you what, this kid has stepped up in this second half. Broke a tackle at the line. Turned it into a 12-yard gain. And that is pretty huge for him.
Yeah.
Another first down. Set the chains again. Keep the clock running.
He just keeps those feet moving. Low pad level. Tough to tackle. He's really had a great second half. We've got another East player down. And that is number 1.
Reagan Malloy. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's for Jackson.
East player's down.
Yeah, East player
Darrell
down.
Mitchell.
Darrell Mitchell.
Hopefully just a cramp. He is down. Looks like in some pain here. 3:21 left. 5-point game. Jackson's looking just to run this clock out. They've got the guys to do it. The guys up front. Davude has put on a clinic in the second half. I don't know, Drew. I might put a vote in for Davude for player of the game here. I'm not sure. Had a lot of good things happen tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Davude's been great. Like we said, Lesko is great. You know, Jay Rohr, it's kind of getting tight here. He's trying to get out for his first victory here as a head coach. A lot of the Jackson faithful have left here.
Interesting.
Even though it's a close game, they must have been band parents, right? they want to get something to eat before before everything closes.
That happens. Mass exodus here. So 3:19 on the clock and running. And Jackson has taken their time getting on the field, as they should, letting that clock run. Play clock at 27. 3:06 on the clock and running. 1st and 10, ball on the 43. We got 2 receivers left. Davude's still in the game. Let's go on a call. Here's a snap. Looking around, taking their time. 6 seconds on the clock. 4, 3, got it off. Davude again. Cut back. Great run. Got another 5.
And Jackson's doing exactly what they need to do. Run for a couple chunks. Keep those chains moving to run the clock out.
I tell you what, the vision on Davude the second half, he had a wall, kicked it, cut it back, got 4 or 5. Looked like a bad spot there at the moment, but not too bad. So
we've got another score update. Up in Menor, it is the Menor Cardinals 28, the McKinley Bulldogs 14 with 5 minutes to play.
Mitch Trubisky would be happy right now. 2:08 and counting, 33-27. And here's a snap. Got 3 wide receiver.
Let's
quarterback
go.
Draw.
And they're all over him.
All over him. But I don't think Jackson cares. That clock is still running. Going to be 3rd and 6. So definitely got to get, you get a first down here, you can put this game away.
Yeah, it should be it here. If they can close it out, get a first down. East with no timeouts remaining.
3rd and 6. Ball on the 39-yard line. 1:28 counting. 10 seconds on the play clock. 1 receiver. Davude again. Hits the hole hard. Gets almost a first down. He's 2 yards there.
Going to bring up 4th down. So if Jackson
4th and 2.
decides to punt it, they will give the ball back.
So they're keeping them on the field.
Here's my take on it is you got 4 yards to go. It only takes East 1 play.
Yeah.
So if you give the ball back to them, they can go 80. You might as well go for it here. You're deep in their territory. Run the ball. What's the difference of giving
Right.
them the extra 10 yards when they can
Down to
score on one play?
44 seconds left. 7 on the play clock. Off to Davude. Timeout, Jackson.
I'll tell you this:
Use your last timeout.
if Jackson is going to go for it, I'd be running away from number 8. He's been making plays all night. An update over in Massillon with 2 minutes to go. It is Moeller 42, Massillon 31.
Okay.
So Massillon trying to make it interesting, like East here late.
So we've got 38 seconds left. It's 33-27 Jackson.
Another Akron City team making a comeback. They were down 3 touchdowns, and now it is 35-21 Hoover over Buchtel. Lake holds on to win, pulls away against a good Jackson team, 41-14. I'll tell you what, the Lake Blue Streaks are a very good football team this year.
Carrollton 34, Manchester 13. That's a final. West Holmes 21-7 over Triway. Your Purple Raiders.
Titans, they're the Titans.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking Mount
Triway
Union.
Titans.
Yeah,
Hey,
they're forgettable this
they
year. I
wish
guess.
they had Mount Union's record, right?
Yeah, right. So here we go. Play of the game here. 4th and 3 on the 36-yard line. Up 6. Got to figure we're going to see Davude with a lead fullback here. And here's a snap. Davude, lead block, keeper,
No, boot.
QB keeper, going to Matt. Stay in bounds, kid.
And it's going to be close. I think they marked him short.
He may have stepped out of bounds.
And the East Dragons are going to take over on downs. They tried the boot with Lesko, comes up a yard short. East will take over with
great.
31 seconds to play.
He must
down
have stepped out of
6
bounds.
points.
Must have stepped out of bounds because he had it by 3 yards the first down.
Now here's the thing. If I'm Jackson, I play with some safeties deep, but you can't just let these receivers
Right.
in the slot get into space.
Still got to get some pressure.
You've got let those widen those linebackers a little bit, get a bump on those slot receivers at East, because if you just let them in the space, they're going to catch the ball and get a big chunk like they've done all night. So huge development here. East with a chance to win with 31 seconds to go. It's their ball, 1st and 10, 35-yard line.
31 seconds on the clock. East ball, first down. Got trips left, single right. Drops back, looking to throw. Broken pocket.
Steps
He's running.
up.
He's running the 40, the 50,
Justin Coxer
and he gave himself up.
He's got to get up and spike it. They have no timeouts left.
Clock stopped until they set the ball right. 22 seconds left.
Get up and spike it.
Ball is not set yet. Clock is
These
running now.
receivers need to get set. There's 21 seconds. They wound the clock. Get set.
Oh, look. Woo.
I'll
They
tell you what,
spiked the ball.
they wasted about 5 seconds getting set.
Yeah, was it 22 actually?
Yep.
So 7 seconds, 15 seconds left on the clock. 30, second down. Almost looked like a false start there. They had some guys moving.
Yep.
No call there. 15 seconds.
They probably have 2 chances at it. You know, you throw one short, pick up some yardage. If you get that in the middle of the field, you better go score a touchdown. If not, you get the ball, get out of bounds as fast as possible, and then a throw at the end zone at the end.
Yeah.
So at least 1 play, maybe 2 plays left in this game for Jackson to try to hold on for Coach Jay Rohr.
Trips left on the short side again. Drop back.
Throwing deep,
overthrown.
incomplete.
Incomplete pass. 10 seconds left. Going to bring up 3rd down.
Don't like that. Don't like that choice.
I don't understand it either.
Putting the trips in the boundary condenses everything. You don't have space. Very small window to complete that pass. Get the ball to your receivers out in the open field.
So now they're down to 1 play, you would assume.
I think
they could get a first and reset quick, but probably not enough time for that. It's probably last play of the game here.
East may be suffering from short-term memory loss. They forget what they just scored on.
Right.
The past 4
Total
drives.
Over the middle. Been wide open all night. So we got deuces left, deuces right, single back, man in motion, busted play, throwing out, trying to get the first.
6 seconds.
Did he get the first down?
They're going to call him inbounds. 3,
Inbounds, no first
2,
down, ball,
1.
game. Jackson.
Winner.
What a game. 33-27. Jackson brings it home. Scary at the end. Like you said, if East needs to go over the middle a little bit more often,
Yep.
they kept running those outs, kept running down the line, trips on the short side.
I'll tell you what.
What a game.
Great grit by Jackson to hold on for the victory. Definitely a lot of things that they're going to have to adjust on defense in the film room against the passing game. Hats off to East. Those kids played their hearts out, clawed back. They were down 20 points at one time late in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Come all the way back. What an exciting game that we get to see here the first week on Stark Media's YouTube stream game of the week. Congratulations, Coach Jay Rohr. He's 1-0 as a head coach, which means Jay Rohr has the best winning percentage of any coach in the history of Ohio high school football at 1-0. So hopefully he can hold on to that stat. Not many have.
You know what, Drew? I want to give a shout out to Coach Bo Balderson for calling a great game tonight. Got him running the ball. We got to make a tough decision here. We got to decide on who's the player of the game. The finally HereOhio.com player of the game.
Yep. So we'll step aside real quick. We'll recognize our sponsors.
Yep.
Jeff's going to go try to grab the stats for us so we can go over those. And we'll put a bow on this week 1 matchup. So thanks again to our sponsors. Shag Sports Cards, your hookup for the latest and most exclusive cards that hit the market. Card breaks, sealed wax, hobby boxes, blaster boxes, individual cards. Make sure you visit us at www.shagsports.com and at our new North Canton store, 1300 South Main Street. That's the rear entrance, and they're open in Labor Day weekend. Also, all you Jackson fans, make sure you get out to the Den, located at 7188 Fulton Drive in Jackson Township. It's your one-stop shop for Jackson Polar Bear spirit gear and apparel. Visit us online at thejacksondен.com or give us a call at 330-880-5038. So just to recap, a wild second half here at Robert Fife Stadium. Jackson holds on for the 33-27 win over the Akron East Dragons. The first half was back and forth defensively. Jackson had a 7-0 lead at the half. They really took advantage of East's mistakes to score, to go up 7-0 right before the half. Then the second half, Jackson comes out, great drive down the field, punches it in, takes a 14-0 lead. East in the third quarter, as Jackson was still doing well on offense, starts to come back. They started getting the ball to their playmakers in space. They put up 27 points, but in the last, I believe, 20 minutes of this game to really put the pressure on Jackson. But great grit shown by Jackson to hold on for the win. A win is a win is a win. And there's no better feeling than being 1-0. So we're going to go through some stats of the game here. Brought to you by the great stat keepers here at Jackson High School.
Top notch.
Mr. Harvey. All right. On total offense, Akron East had 466 yards of total offense, averaging 10 yards a play. Jackson, 320 yards of total offense, 5.6 yards a play. Akron East was 17 of 27 passing for 415 yards.
Wow.
4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Jackson was 8 of 17 passing for 95 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. On the ground, Jackson, led by DeVude, 225 yards on the ground. Akron East, 51 yards rushing. Turnovers, usually in a game, you win the turnover battle, you win the game. That was the case tonight. Akron East, 3 very costly turnovers, 2 on special teams. Jackson had 1 turnover. First downs, it was Akron East 15, Jackson 18. And fourth down conversions, always, kind of important in the game. On fourth down, Akron East was 1 for 2, and Jackson was 0 for 2. So on the ground, quarterback Ethan Lesko in the air was 8 of 17 passing, 95 yards and a touchdown. He also had 16 carries for 72 yards. For Akron East, Justin Cox, 17 of 27, 415 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. Really came strong. Rushing game for East was really non-existent after Zaire Stevens got hurt. In the receiving side of things, just some notable numbers. Ronan Kelly, the big target we talked about, 2 catches, 104 yards.
Wow.
And a touchdown, 52 yards a catch.
Big playmaker.
Tristan Thomas, 8 catches, 222 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Unbelievable.
For Jackson, leading receiver with 2 catches, Jamal Phillips, 2 catches for 43 yards. And then for our player of the game, I think we're probably in agreement here. The guy who really pulled away, helped him pull away to close out the game. And our player of the game is sponsored by...
Oh, I'm sorry, Drew, one moment. FinallyHearOhio.com. That's finally, H-E-A-R, Ohio.com, player of the game.
Jason DeVude,
What a
20
game.
carries, 145 yards, 2 touchdowns. Just really put the team on his back in the second half when the defense was struggling. Also want to shout out, Kyle Benson on special teams was great all night. Lesko really settling into his own. So the Jackson Polar Bears really have some good things to look at in the film room, and they've got some things on defense in the pass defense that they're going to have to fix for their daunting Federal League schedule.
Right.
So for us here, Stark Media, YouTube Game of the Week stream. This is Drew Sarakman and Jeff Tyler. We appreciate everyone listening or listening to us on replay. Follow us on social media, all the platforms, Stark Media team. We've got a lot of great things going. We have live high school football broadcasts on Rock 107, on 99.7, iHeart Radio app, YouTube live stream. We're doing 3 games every week. Obviously, Mark Milano does his high school football playbook on TV, WIVM. And then we are also going to have a high school football rewind show where we're going to recap the action every week in Stark County. It's going to be myself and Jim Ballard. So that's going to be, check for that on Wednesday nights. We'll drop that on YouTube. So for us at Stark Media,
Lots happening.
Week 1, final score, Robert Fife Stadium, Jackson Polar Bears 33, Akron East Dragons 27.